Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 28 of the Band of Bravos. Hello there. I am your host and game master for this game. I'm Jason Bulmahn. I'm the director of game design here at Paizo, and I am joined, as always, by four amazingly talented players. I'll let them introduce themselves and their characters. We'll start with James.
Hello, this is James Jacobs. I'm Paizo's Pathfinder creative director. There's a lot of, I don't know.
I take back the amazingly talented part. What are you doing?
I play Shensen Bard. Toot toot honk.
Do you think that 4-day break was long enough?
Yeah, 2 weeks off, and we've just completely forgotten how to do this show.
It's the holidays. No one cares anymore.
Hey guys, I'm Maryssa Marie. I'm Paizo's web content manager, and I play Ilana Thistlefoot, our halfling druid.
Hi, folks. I'm Jason Keeley, Starfinder developer. I'm playing the Tengu swashbuckler Roark Thunderbird, and like any good bird after Thanksgiving, I am still stuffed.
And I am Peyton Smith. I am the social media producer, and I am playing Lon Bonds, the wizard. And I think we raised up to level 6, Jason.
You have, yeah. And they've already gone ahead and made those adjustments. I noticed keen-eyed folks in chat have already noticed that the numbers have changed. But in what ways, Peyton, can those keen-eyed people in our chat help us with today's game?
They can help us by giving us hero points, because we have like barely any. I hope people have been watching Pathfinder streams. If you've been watching Pathfinder streams with the Troubles on Atari stuff on Wednesdays and our Kingmaker streams on Tuesdays, you get channel points that kind of accumulate down at the bottom of the chat window. If you're on mobile, I think it's somewhere on there. I don't use mobile much, so I'm sorry for people who are. But if you're on desktop, at the bottom left of your chat window, you should see a little icon with channel points. And just like Dom Hall has done just there, you basically specify who you want to give some hero points to. So Mr. Keeley, you now have some hero points. So I will adjust you there. And I have to do all this manually. So Roark is actually now at full. Because Roark...
Thank you, chat.
Because people love Roark, Thunderbird. And with those channel points, they're basically... These hero points are a native thing in Pathfinder Second Edition, one of the main mechanics. But just because it's a stream and we want you guys to have some influence over stuff, we allow you guys to use channel points to give us, the heroes, these points. But we also know that re-rolling a whole bunch of dice to basically, make it really easy for us might make it a little bit unbalanced. So to kind of balance the scales and allow some people who are a little bit more devious than most be able to give villain points, which is not a mechanic of Pathfinder Second Edition. We just made it up for the stream for Jason Bulmahn. So if you don't like us at all, you can always give it to him. So he can use it to basically absolutely annihilate the Band of Bravos and destroy everything in his way. He can re-roll failed rolls. He can summon dragons like he's already have. He just doesn't.
I didn't even need points for that.
I know. It's like he just saved up for them. And in fact, you are now at full, Mr. Bulmahn.
Yay!
For that. So, of course, I have to do all this manually. I have like a whole button system here. So if I didn't get to see your hero point, don't worry. I'll eventually get to it. Or just spam me if I missed it horribly. So, with that, Mr. Bulmahn, what do you have for us today?
Well, when we last left our intrepid band of adventurers a whole mighty 2 weeks ago, the Band of Bravos has been on a long roaming journey. I don't remember when someone drew a pumpkin on this map or dragons or stuff, but I should have checked first and cleaned it up. Suffice to say, the Band of Bravos have been on a quest at the behest of one good King Bright Crown, the Goblin King up on the surface, to travel down to a place called Kobold Town and negotiate an agreement with the orcs who had taken over a nearby surface mine. This mine, coincidentally, was one that you yourselves had opened up by removing a strange device called the Elan Core. You had pulled it out of this strange vault deep beneath the earth, and you had learned that it was causing undead to rise throughout the vault. And by removing it, the mine was going to be safe, allowing, folks to exploit it for its mineral riches. However, the moment you did so, the nearby orcs swarmed in and took over the place. There were some altercations, and you were sent to Kobold Town to negotiate a peace. However, this has been a long and twisted journey that involved dealing with gnomes, being captured by Durgar, eventually making your way to Kobold Town, only to meet with the orcs and learn that to make an agreement with them, you would need to, help them out. And you then went to the boggarts to negotiate for boats, and that went sideways, but you've got boats anyway. Then you went to the drow to deal with cloakers, and finally you made it back to Kobold Town, hoping that your quest was nearly at an end. But it was then that disaster struck. The town of Kobold Town was founded on a kind of a local faith, a belief system, more in an ancient dragon founder whose bones hang in the great hall of their main temple high above the city. And throughout the years, they have, the story of this dragon has been one of, the dragon brought the people together and tamed this place and made it for a place for everyone to live. But as you return to town to speak with the oracle, this dragon rose to unholy life, breaking out of the temple and terrorizing the town. You quickly found your way back to meet with the high priestess of this faith, this belief, and she told you a terrible secret, that in fact the dragon was a horrible, horrible monster, enslaving the kobolds, driving away many of the people of the vault. And in the years since, the kobold priesthood has slowly massaged and shaped the story to make Kobold Town a place for everyone. Unfortunately, this dragon has risen. Now, at the time, this dragon was slain by a powerful elemental being, and it was that elemental being that hid this gemstone, this Elon core, up in this vault to siphon away its power. The priestess believes that perhaps if you go and retrieve this thing, which you left up on the surface,
I put it in the dirt.
You buried it underneath a tree.
yeah, it's safe.
It's fine. That if you returned this Elon core, that you might be able to take it where the elemental guardian went to rest after the battle and sat in this giant earthen throne to be there forever since. So when we left off, you were speaking with this high priestess in Kobold Town. And we're going to go ahead and move on over to this map. Oh, good Lord. There's just doodles everywhere.
Don't make fun of my doodles. I am an artist.
It's an RPG game if there isn't doodles.
So you are in Kobold Town. It is currently suffering from the ravages of this dragon that is flying around town, destroying these strange stone guardians who are wandering through town. And you are, in fact, speaking, or were just speaking with this high priestess. What was her name? Gogama.
What's her face?
Gogama.
What's her face?
Gogama explained to you, showing you an ancient tome that was for, the high priests only. The rest of the faith did not know the truth. And she explained to you what was going on and beseeched you to travel back to the surface. So that is where we left off, if I recall correctly. So I think that is where we will pick up. So, see, now that is some nice art. See, you're now, that's nice. You're showing the town on fire. I like it.
Yeah. But also, you also forget that the town here has some eyes and a really, really sad face because he's on fire.
All right.
No, that's his face, man. You can't erase a mountain's face. How else is
yes, I can.
Look? he was a handsome town, and you just took away his face.
So you're there, if I recall correctly, you're still in the tavern here. So we'll go ahead and move on over to this map. And while you were here speaking to the mother, these weird like ancient dead kobold spirits rose up through the floor and attacked, but you destroyed them. And the mother is now calling over. She sent all the other kobolds away before she told you this terrible truth. But now, having done so, she kind of looks at you and says, "You should go. I believe that Coxo might know a way to secret you out of town safely."
Well, I like going out of here safely, so a person could lead the way.
So she kind of calls over Coxo, who was kind of hanging out outside. He's got a whole bunch of negative conditions on him right now.
I assume like Dragon's still up in the air, breathing fire, messing things up. We're hearing the destruction.
Yeah, the kobolds that are in here, by the way, are mostly hiding behind like the bar and stuff. And like one of them goes to bolt the front door to make sure nobody can get in, as if this tiny building would protect them from the dragon.
It's a comfort action.
Yeah.
Did we tell them about the cave in the other shack? That might be a little more secure than the tavern.
Yeah, well, you're pretty sure that the owner of this fine establishment knows about it, right?
Well, yeah, he did do the owner's coven did do a very nice patch job.
Snelk, that's his name.
Yeah.
I'm spacing on it there for half a second. So yeah, Snelk is hiding behind the bar with like all of his various cousins and uncles and aunts, and you've quickly come to realize that everybody who works here is in some way related to Snelk.
Oh, it's a family business.
Yeah. But Golgama calls over Coxo and is like, "Coxo, I need you to spirit my friends out of the town here. They must make their way back to the Great Stair as quickly as possible." And Coxo is like, "Yeah, I can take them through the tunnel underneath the arena." And she's like, "Yes, that would be sufficient to get them out of the town without having to deal with." And she kind of casts her eyes skyward and lets the sentence trail off. Coxo nods and says, "I'm ready to go as soon as you are," looking to the group of you for any indication when you might be ready to go.
We did just
You know
have
what?
a fight.
And after 2 weeks, I'd forgotten I have been cursed.
Yeah,
Cursed
rather terribly.
Son of a gun.
In fact.
Yeah.
It's like I just noticed that I have no spells, and we did just get out of a fight.
Yeah, we did
we
level
want-
up and everything. I don't know if we can do that old MMO style level up where we're all at full health, refresh the spell slots.
No, in fact, all of the things that you are hoping to get, the spell slots and the extra hit points and stuff, require you to have a night's rest.
Well, I
It's
think
the
maybe
opposite.
perhaps we should lay low for a night and then leave very early in the morning.
Well, good night, everybody. You immediately sleep.
On the table.
Golgama says, "It would honestly be safer for you to sleep out in the caves away from the town. You should go."
I didn't care about safety. I cared about my spells.
Okay, we can all leave Lauren here then. Let's go.
Goodbye. Yeah,
It's
like,
like,
all right,
I'm not Orgrim. He'll catch up.
let's start heading out. Let's start going.
I can't sleep in this.
I can't sleep under these conditions.
Yeah, the entire town is, to be clear, in a panic. When you were out on the streets, you saw roaming packs of like fanatical splinter cultists.
I think we
kobold
murdered a
splinter
few.
cultists.
Oh, yeah,
who
we
worship.
We're on a list.
Yeah, so this place is really not safe right now. There are people panicking. It's obvious that there are people trying to flee the town, hoping that the dragon overhead does not see them. So, like, looking out the front window, you can, like, see people skittering from between building to building, like, looking up, trying to make sure that the sky is clear before they move on, because they're terrified of this thing. It's flying around town, unleashing its breath at almost random, it seems.
Right. Well, I guess we should go then and make our way out as quickly as possible.
All right.
And off we go.
Coxo leads you from here, kind of dodging between buildings. And basically, if you recall, the Cracked Fang is not far away from the arena itself. This is the place that Coxo brought you after your arena fight to celebrate, and as kind of payback when that snake went wrong. All those months ago. So he promptly leads you through the streets, and he's desperately trying to make sure that you're not seen. Can I get everybody in the group to give me a let's go with a stealth check?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I got a natural 20.
Well, that's pretty good.
22.
Shensen, how did you get a 15? How
because
are
I
you
haven't.
and Roark the low rolls.
We rolled a 3. We both rolled a 3.
Should we take like a Val Roark and spend hero points to reroll this to preserve our integrity,
Yes,
or
we should.
are we just lazy? Oh, okay. We're gonna reroll.
Let's do it.
Oh, I noticed you put Shensen Town on here. Here, let me fix that.
I don't know who did that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ugh, still bad.
We just
it's
can't
still-
be bothered. This place is already burning down. Why bother sneak?
I'm coughing and hacking my way.
If I had my magic, I would have been able to help because I got a new spell. That's perfect for this.
Yeah, if only. Now, yeah, look at that. Those new spells, they're so close. You can almost taste them.
You just see you see the wizard just shaking his fist up in the air, going, Bulmahn!
You don't know why he's saying that. Some Minotaur must have made him angry in the past.
No, we killed that Minotaur months ago.
Yeah, he was kind of traumatizing. I can understand being mad at the Minotaur. He almost killed you.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, that's
True.
right. That Bulmahn.
To be fair, I had it coming. So you arrive at the arena moments later, and you manage to avoid any serious detection. You think one of the kobold cultists may have spotted Roark and run off to rat on you, but not enough of you failed to draw enough attention that you have to worry about it. So you make your way to the arena, and Coxo promptly leads you down into kind of the under pits, kind of underneath the arena itself. You've been down here before, right? This is where you were staged and gotten ready for the upcoming bout. And now that you're down here, he leads you down a series of kind of back tunnels that eventually leads you to a long winding passage that's lit every 60 feet or so with kind of faint flickering glowing orbs that are suspended from the ceiling on old rusty chains. And Coxo gets you there, and he's like, this will lead you out past the west gate and deposit you not far from the bridge. Once you get there, the handle on this side is very easy to open, but on the other side you will not be able to open the door. So it is one way. I wish you luck, my friends. I hope that we are still here when you return.
Well, we certainly hope there will be something to return to. So find some safety and we'll be off and back as quickly as possible.
And just as you're saying that, there is like a rumble and a roar from overhead, and like dust and rock falls from the ceiling. Just little things. Not like the tunnel's about to collapse, but there's clearly some shaking as something
It's like
catastrophic
when a truck
is
goes over
happening.
an overpass.
Yeah, kind of. So Coxo kind of points you in the way, and then he takes he turns to head back into the chaos, leaving you to this tunnel.
Come, bravos, we must go across the bridge.
Do you remember exactly where we buried it?
Yeah, I got a big idea.
All
It's
right.
like it's like right by the castle.
Right by the castle?
I don't know. We'll find it. Let's keep going.
You specifically, and the only reason I know this is because I went back and listened to the episode.
Yeah, I think it was like on the outskirts or something, like way fucking far away.
You specifically buried it outside the town, away from the farms, underneath a tree.
Yeah. So the tree's probably gonna try and kill us. So just
Oh,
I
no.
just
so.
know the tree is gonna be alive and like it's gonna be in the middle of it, and the tree's just gonna and then
This
try
whole
to eat
campaign
us.
was made to do
It's
the
gonna
tree
have
with
an
a sad.
army of pumpkins. Like I just
I know.
know it.
I don't know
Undead
what you're
treant.
talking about. So,
If it's that and I called it, I'm gonna hit you. Like, we're not in the offices anymore,
With
but
what?
it's like I'm gonna hit you.
We're all in separate apartments,
social
far away.
distancing says nah. All right, so you make your way down this tunnel, and it is a winding tunnel. It goes on for quite a ways, and is relatively smooth and level. There's nothing really dangerous about it. So there are some. So it's clear that this tunnel isn't used very often. There are sheets of cobwebs here and there, and puddles of dank, fetid water, but nothing dangerous. And you're able to make your way down this tunnel, and eventually it comes to a ramp that then eventually turns into a set of stairs that goes up to a stone door, which has a very large, obvious latch on it. And pushing that open and emerging into the lands above, you find yourselves outside Kobold Town. You quickly survey around to see where you're at, and you're about here. So it's away from the walls. There's this isn't actually a giant flat plain. It is actually filled with boulders and kind of crevices and uneven stone. And over here in kind of the side of a sheer spot where like the ground is sheared, there is this very cleverly hidden secret door. And you make your way out of it, and turning back, you look back out at Kobold Town, and even from this distance you can see, well, it's not even that really far away, the dragon is circling, and you can see strange green flames burning from some spots in town. You can hear cries of panic, and wafting through the air is that sickly, smoky stench of like burnt flesh that is wafting out of the town. The gates have been flung wide, and there are people fleeing in every direction, mostly heading east and west. Very few people are crossing over the bridge, just because that way is only really the Durgar and the Svrfneblin.
That is the fastest way to get back up to the top, isn't it?
Kind of. So let's go back to the map here. Haha, a map.
Oh.
That pumpkin's now angry.
Orcs do not have curly mustaches.
Why not?
Not with
Who
that
said-
attitude, they don't.
Mr. Jacobs, creative director, can orcs have mustaches?
Of course not.
What?
This response was provided to you by
Come on,
Paizo.
Peyton, be realistic.
I want someone to find me official art we've done with an orc with a mustache.
It's a typo.
The typo.
So, you are down here at Kobold Town. This is the bridge that you are facing. It leads to the gigantic staircase.
Oh, right.
Which is how you came down to get to the town. That staircase leads up to the vault. And from the vault, then you're in the bottom of the mines, and from the mine there you can make your way back up to the surface.
Okay, is this just like a drop down?
If the last time you went down that, it was like a shaft with handholds cut into it. It was quite a climb, but
It's probably faster than the Amathine Enclave, unless
well, I should note this map is really more here to be representational and not so much to be to scale. Like, this staircase is way bigger than this fall or this drop. The staircase is actually huge. It must be hundreds, if not thousands, of stairs heading up.
Right.
Steps, right? Whereas this vault run here is probably 50 feet.
Why didn't you draw every step, Jason?
Well, because shut up, Peyton. All right.
All right. Oh, that's a terrible survival to guide us back towards the top as quickly as possible. That was a 16.
Well, the orc ambassador gave you her signet ring, if you recall, as a sign to allow the orcs in the mine to let you pass. That you had her confidence.
Yeah, but we have to get to the mine first. So we just
may
have
I
to
roll
find the
a survival
fastest
check to
way
see
up
if
the
I do
mine.
better than our druid?
You can. I'm not really, unless you're taking a route that isn't the stairs through the mine. You don't really need to make one, to be honest.
okay.
It's a pretty obvious path, right?
Good job, Ilana. I continue on Ilana's path.
The bridge leads right to the stair leads up to the vault leads up to the mine leads out to the surface. So
Then let's go.
Shouldn't we go up north where you've got like a little bit of this green area, and then there's like connect? Oh, my arrow barely shows up in this thing.
Oh darn!
All of this.
That sucks.
All of this.
Like that.
What is this?
Oh, you mean does the orc territory connect to the mines? I mean, of course it does, but you haven't gone that way yet, so I haven't unveiled it.
Okay.
Yeah, the fog of war has not been revealed there.
Exactly.
We are not a high enough level to go there yet.
It's true.
Yeah, it should have like a WoW thing of like, this is level let's see. Hold up. I can do it. I can do this. This is like
If you end up going up this way, you end up hitting an invisible barrier that says, "Yeah."
It's like it's we'll just silent hill it. It's just fog.
All right, you dorks. Okay.
Up across the bridge, up the stairs. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. You make your way across the bridge, and soon find yourself staring at your old friend, the Great Stair.
the stairs.
Oh, my little legs.
Stairs.
It's been a while since we've seen these before.
Many of tiny stairs.
Most of these drawings I did because I was like, I'll probably get more than one use out of them. All right. So you find yourself facing the kind of the Great Stair that heads up from Kobold Town. But instead of taking either one of these side passages, and you quickly come to realize there are more than one of these kind of sets of side passages, you just keep heading up. And the last time you were here, you ran into one of these Earth Guardians. That was the first time you saw one of them. But this time you see no such creatures. And in fact, the stairs are kind of surprisingly empty. There's nobody going up or down them. And your journey goes for quite a while. In fact, it is several hours of just slowly climbing stairs. And to be honest, after about an hour of them, you are all getting pretty exhausted climbing stairs. So I know that the group was thinking about trying to get some rest. You're far enough away now that you think the dragon probably isn't going to come flying up the staircase, but I leave that up to you.
I think we rested on the stairs last time too.
Very
Like
comfortable.
halfway, got tired and found a niche.
I think you might have, or you did so just off the staircase before you decided to go down it. I don't remember which.
I sleep on the stairs.
I'm gonna LARP this. This is a good time to take a nice long rest.
Hopefully you don't roll over in your sleep.
All right, so we're going to take a 2-hour rest.
No, 8. Spell slot regeneration, rest.
Mm-hmm.
Hit points would be nice.
I want a full refresher.
All right, so at this point in time, why don't you give me a survival check to try and find a comfy place to get some rest?
Oh, please. Why do I try? That was a 4, which is another 16.
May I try?
Are you
Okay,
trained
Lord.
in survival?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sure.
No, I lied to you.
Are you trained in survival? No. Oh, well, okay, then no.
Can I just try anyway?
The answer is no.
Oh, man.
So you
What
will
if you
have
got
to
a
put up
natural
with
20?
You will have to put up with Ilana's uncomfortable niche.
It's halfling size. Nobody else can fit but me.
I judge it like a low-rated Airbnb. Just uncomfortable. There's no amenities.
What?
The bed is
4
like the
stars,
couch.
you monster.
It would rate such accommodation so high.
It's literally tall enough for me to walk in and nobody else. I'm just like, this is fine. We'll fit. Everybody
Indeed.
get comfortable.
okay.
So, yeah, you're able to find a niche where you can do a bit of rest. Let's see. Normally, when you're able to get comfortable rest, you gain a number of hit points equal to your Constitution modifier times your level. However, this is not incredibly good rest because you did not find a very comfortable place.
What are you talking about? I love rock.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna spam some soothe spells then before we bunk down.
Sure. I was gonna say you gain half your normal amount because it's not super comfortable rest. But to be honest, if you have a bunch of soothe spells left, it probably doesn't matter.
I got lots. I have
Take some time, do some medicines.
Sure. All right. So the party is able to get some rest. You are not accosted during this and are able to kind of regain a bunch of hit points. And I guess you can have your new spells and abilities too.
Yeah!
Yay!
Sorry. It was the power flowing through me.
Well, it's important before anything else happens in this session that you get that level. All right. So,
Gulp.
no, you're fine. By the way, Roark, can you remind everybody what your curse is doing to you?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I was muted. Yes, it's a curse of the outcasts, or the outcast curse. I have to roll twice and use the worst result whenever I attempt a deception, diplomacy, intimidation, or performance check. You
Great.
Monster.
Oh, and creatures I encounter have an initial attitude toward me is one step worse, because I just look terrible now. On my
Aw.
physical amount.
I keep trying to cast prestidigitation on him, and it just somehow makes it worse.
He's
not
all
helping.
disheveled.
You're
It looks like he's
molting.
molting.
Bits of feather are coming off. Your cloak isn't bright and pretty.
Is his glorious pointy beak turning into a nasty old stained duckbill?
No, not a duckbill.
No.
Could be worse.
Lord.
So,
We
was
make
not
serious RPG games.
yeah, no, very serious here today. All right, so you continue making your way up the grand stairs. You've rested, or you've recovered. Everybody's gained their new abilities, and you're able to continue making your way up this great staircase. And eventually, you find yourself reaching the top. It's taken you. So you probably climbed for a few hours, then you rested, and then you spent a few more hours climbing this staircase. So you've been on this staircase for like 3 or 4 hours total, maybe as many as 5. Time doesn't have much of a meaning down here. And eventually that brings you to, we'll take back to this map so we have a visualization. You reach a point where it levels out and you find yourself at the vault.
Oh,
Hooray.
Are our legs like buff?
No,
I've
they're
done
like
this hike.
they're like Jello because
Yeah.
you've been climbing a stair for several hours.
But buff.
No, like 7 miles of switchbacks up and down both
Yeah.
ways.
There's no handrails to
Tomorrow
like
they'll
rest
be
on
buff.
either, so it just sucks.
No, it is. Yeah, you might get buff later, but right now, Jello.
Yeah, all the muscles are gone.
Yeah. So you find yourself at a entranceway, a open door, and beyond it, you are looking into the chamber that contained the core.
Isn't this where Droskar's Chosen found us last time too?
Nope. No, they
No.
found you in the tunnel leading away from the Amathene Enclave.
Okay.
So we're in the vault, right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
We're here.
We know which way to go. We go down this hallway, take a right. There's like a whole tunnel thing that goes up to the mines.
Weren't there statues?
So, but we're not going to worry about those. I don't feel like fighting a level 20 statue. Let's go.
So, you venture up into the vault, and I'd bring up the map, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. That was leftovers from the last fight. So you enter this vault chamber, right? And looking around at it, you can see, right, there were like these crystal protrusions on the wall, and the core was kind of floating in the center. I don't know if you recall this, but that's where it was. And Peyton, you've picked up Terran, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that there is Terran written in here. You didn't even recognize it as writing the last time you were here because it's kind of built into the pattern and looks, frankly, like a bunch of kind of stone symbols. But now that you're looking at it and you've learned the Terran language, you recognize them as words.
I read them.
Written on the walls is a handful of litanies, but there is a few phrases that are repeated a few times, and one of them reads, "Let it rest eternal, for it is the heart of evil." And another one says, "Pulled from the mighty beast, its heart must never be revealed."
Does what it says on the tin. Its instructions to not do exactly what we did.
Oh.
Is there a message that says, it's their message that says, Lauren, don't for anything take this out of this room ever, Lauren. Don't do it. This means you, Lauren.
Look, you have to understand, this place had poor security, okay? Just bumbling fools like us were able just to waltz in here and take it. Like, who does that? Like,
so Grisfell pops out of the skull and is like, "Is that what that says?"
Grisfeld, are you telling me after so long you messed with this thing, you didn't bother to consult with a scholar to read the writing on the wall?
Listen, by the time we found this thing, everybody was dying and turning into undead.
On the wall!
Yeah, but we were busy.
What do you mean busy? You were trying to find everything you can about this rock, and it's on the wall!
Well, I was trying to get it first. I mean, you know.
It's on the wall. It's there, and you didn't bother. Look, I don't really have much for excuse. I didn't read either. I didn't know what I was talking about, but I didn't have the luxury of years of research.
Neither did I. We broke into this place, and things started going bad within a week.
All right, Mr. Grisfell, what's done is done. Right now, we have to go get it.
Yeah, that's a real bummer, though. I mean,
look, I know where I put it. Let's go up there, put it in here. I'll be fine. I'm sure everything's fine up there. Let's just go say hello, catch up a little bit, and figure life out.
Yeah, boy.
Is there
so
something
many
else
memories as he's kind of walking through the hall.
Shut up, Grisfell.
Is there something else you'd like to tell us, Mr. Grisfell?
No, everything's great. I can't kind of help but feel responsible for all this.
I'm perceptioning to see if he's BSing us.
It is your
27.
fault.
You don't think he's BSing you more as he's just being wistful and filled with regret?
All right. We will let it go this time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, he's kind of just walking along with all of you, and he's just kind of like, man, it was right there the whole time. Huh.
It's literally
All right.
a warning label.
Yeah. It's almost like they tried to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you telling me?
So
Grisfell,
my bad.
Let's put this in perspective, Grisfell. 4 bumbles tried to come down here and see that you did all sorts of crazy garbage, and we had to go all the way down there without taking a single bath, because bath hasn't been invented there yet. We had to go through many trials and tribulations. Poor Roark is cursed. They had multiple diseases go through us. Get all the way back up here and summon a giant undead dragon and unleash an unspeakable evil. All because you didn't read.
Did I mention that scholarly pursuits were not really my forte?
Let's just leave.
Cut.
Just be a lesson to you,
Montage of
kids.
us walking through the tunnels.
No, seriously, I'm sorry. And with that, he kind of vanishes back in the skull. You're able to leave the vault and travel down the corridor, which had the like giant earthen statues in it, but most of them are gone.
Is that where they came from?
Now that you think about it, yeah, these statues look pretty much the same.
Marvelous. All right, let's go.
Yeah, so you crawl up over the broken one and back into the shaft that was dug by Grisfeld and his miners all those years ago. Climb up that shaft, which leads you back up into the mine. This shaft is narrow and it just has handhelds kind of carved into the wall, and you're able to make your way up it with relative ease. No checks really needed. It's more like a ladder. And you find that once you're up in the mines, like as you reach that level, you can hear sound and noises, and it sounds like pickaxes at work and the grinding and squealing of metal.
Who
Yeah.
has the ring?
You're the halfling.
Let's
Who has the ring?
Shensen.
Jensen, you're the emissary.
Yeah, Shensen, you have the ring. Here you go.
All right. I'll go walk up to them and say, "Hey, orcs, how's it going?" and hold the ring up.
Sup, bro, skeletons ring.
So you go wandering straight into the mine.
So
And-
I'm imagining Shensen's doing it like a girl who just got proposed to.
You
Flings her hand out.
you kind of come in with your like weapon slung over your shoulder and are like, "Hello,
You do.
fellow orcs."
Yeah, I was say, how do you do?
Well, I mean, we've got a lot in common. We don't have mustaches, for example.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's very similar. So you make your way into the central mine complex, and there, unsurprisingly, there are a bunch of orc miners currently in the process of loading ore into a cart that they are wheeling off deeper into the mine. And also, unsurprisingly, the moment they see you, all hell breaks loose. The orcs, a bunch of them panic and go running in different directions. You quickly begin to hear a bell being rung, kind of just a simple clacker kind of bell.
Oh, sorry.
Stay calm.
And within 30 seconds, there are a handful of very large burly orcs who come approaching you with pickaxes bared and ready, snarling, and between them is a rather tall, broad orc wearing a heavy leather apron covered in coal and ore dust, wearing kind of big, thick goggles with like polished crystal lenses. And over his shoulder, he has just this incredibly massive pick slung. And do any of you speak orc?
I do.
Handy. The orc looks at all of you and says, "I don't know how you got in here, but you snuck past us up above. Drop your weapons, or this is gonna get messy."
Did they
have a
not see the
ring.
giant hole?
I point to Shensen holding the ring. We have ring.
Ring? What
Signet ring. Of
Agatha.
Orgatha's family and all that.
He looks at you and then looks over to Shensen. I'm assuming that's who you were pointing at.
Yeah.
Shensen, are you're presenting it like you just
Oh,
got
yeah.
proposed to?
Yeah, look at it. She's so sparkly.
Yeah, the orc kind of looks at you and you see him kind of pull up one of the goggles And he kind of squints and looks at it, and he's like, Clear Sight sent you?
Yep. Good news is we didn't sneak by you. Your guards are adroit and observant, and it is not a commentary upon any slacking or lackadaisical attitudes. Everything is good, except maybe kind of Kobold Town hatched a dragon.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, "What?"
I translated. I'm translating.
He kind of looks to the two orcs next to him who have their weapons drawn, and he kind of reaches out and he just kind of puts their weapons down, like he kind of pushes their hands down, and he's like, "All right, you're gonna have to explain this. Why do you have Clear Sight's ring?"
You want to just montage saying, we explained dragon. And then,
Yeah, all right.
Story
we
time.
explained. Like, move on.
He's like, "Yeah, I understand. Kobold Town, that sounds horrific. There's a dragon? But why
it's not going to...
Undead.
why did
not gonna
Clear
stop at
Sight
Kobold
give you
Town.
her ring?"
For safe passage through the mine, because we need to head upstairs and collect a potent, ancient, magical relic to put the dragon back to sleep before it spreads through all other regions of the vault below.
And also to tell you that Gargetha and her family are okay the last time we saw them.
That's good to know. I'll send word back through the mines, back to our people.
Maybe
They
avoid
should-
Cobalt Town.
They should be warned about what is happening. We should talk. Come. And he
Quickly,
waves
I
you
hope.
forward to kind of the office that they've set up. It's not really an office. It's more like
Is
a
it Grisfeld's old
area-
room?
What?
Is it Grisfeld's old room?
No, because you locked that on the way out.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. But it is kind of near that central chamber, and it's not really an office per se. It's more like just the area where the orcs take breaks and hang out and, grab meals between mining shifts. And he brings you in there, and there's a small fire pit, and on it is some roasted, looks like rat, but the orcs are eating them with abandon.
And the dogs.
And he comes and sits down cross-legged in front of it and says, "Sit. We should talk." And he offers you all a drink of kind of a weak ale, and gladly passes around bits of skewered meat.
I accept them and I ate them.
He looks to you and says, "Things have been strange here up in the mine as of late."
But kind of strange.
Yeah. What he said.
We have been guarding this place since the first attacks of the terrible sky breathers that came here to kill us. But we have been on our guard since then, and all has been quiet, but we didn't see the sky breathers. They were keeping a watch on our mine, patrolling the forest nearby to ensure that we did not travel far from these halls. But in the past few weeks, they have gone.
That's problematic. Well, that's part of the reason we were sent down here, is we were sent down here to make parley and peace between the local Skybreather and the orcs in Cobalt Town. And then the dragon happened, and now we're back. And we're also going to go check on the Skybreathers, because it has been a little while.
It is good that you want peace. We would like to be able to mine here without the threat of attack every day, but the news you bring from down below is very troubling. However, I must share with you troubling news as well. And after you've finished your beverage and your snack, he's like, "Come with me. There is something you must see." And he takes you up, actually, to another level. Doesn't look like they're actively mining on this level. It does look like where they're storing like tools and supplies and stuff. And he takes you, so it's kind of it's up a little bit. It's like it's not up at the top level. It's more like somewhere here. And he takes you up to this level and takes you to a chamber that is just has a real simple kind of wooden door over it. And he goes and he moves the rocks that are in front of the door and opens up the door. And inside is a small chamber, and it is dark. And he says, "You may wish light so you can see this more clearly." And it is very dark in there.
I cast light.
All right. When you cast light, it reveals in the center of the room is a body. It is laying on the ground, just in the middle of this kind of empty storeroom. And it looks to be dressed like a farmer. It looks like it is human. But the body is kind of bloated and has strange black patches all over it.
Black plague. Are they buboes?
And it looks like it's been hit by pickaxes multiple times.
Don't blame it.
And strangely enough, it looks like all of the veins are black.
Ooh, do I perception or medicine to get a closer look?
You can go examine it with medicine if you like.
I am going to get close. What does a 22 tell me?
A 22 tells you that it's pretty clear that this body was dead when it was hit by the pickaxes, because there is no blood around the wounds.
And have we seen this before? Does this look like the zombies or fresher?
It could be a type of zombie or undead. That is quite possible. You've not seen too many super fresh undead, so it's possible that's what this is.
Detect magic, maybe. Just to see what anything else about the body tells me.
You cast detect magic and you don't really get anything. It's just a corpse at this point. So whatever magic it may have had or may not have had is long since gone.
Right. Is this the only one that you've had? I look back at the orc.
He looks at you and he says, "This arrived at our mine last night."
This is the first one.
This is the only one we have seen.
Was it alive at all?
It came shambling up to the mine and promptly attacked one of our guards.
Good old one-on-one case of necromancy. I say without making any checks. I just confident. This here, you got yourself a bloated zombie corpse right here. That's a problem, and we're here to fix it. So as long as we can get the move on up to the surface, we'll find the source and eradicate it.
He says, "I thought you should know."
I appreciate it. We appreciate you telling us.
We do appreciate the warning.
Yes, and the faster we get up there, the better, unless there's any other pertinent information you have, or tips and tricks.
He looks at you and he says, "I wish you well. We shall double our guards at the surface if you think there is something amiss."
Don't let anybody go anywhere alone.
Yeah, don't leave the mines.
We have no intention of wandering under the open sky.
And don't let anybody get bit. Let's go.
He looks at you with a concerned look on his face and lowers his goggles and he says, "Very well. I will take you to the surface." So he takes you back to the central chamber and dumps you in a minecart, and you soon find yourself back in a familiar map.
Oh, wow.
I got
It's been a while.
I got a question, actually. Random lore question. Sorry. Do zombies, if they bite you, do you get infected and turn into a zombie in Pathfinder, or is it just that you just get bit? It's just only necromancy.
That can happen. Because there are types of zombies that can transmit a plague.
Yeah, when you die, you turn into one kind of deal.
Yeah. But it's not all zombies.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like a thing. I didn't know if someone was like, no, we all don't want to be The Walking Dead right now. It's just...
No. This is me being a druid and being like, oh hey, treat it like rabies. Don't get bit.
You brought when you asked that question, I'm like, oh crap. We probably got bitten a few times.
So you've made your way back up to the surface, back into this ancient mine head, which was kind of the start of your adventure all those months ago. You can make your way back out to the surface. And once you've arrived here, you smell something that seems so familiar yet foreign and lost to you.
Is it rotting plants or rotting people?
No.
Fresh air.
Is it this
It's
cat?
fresh air. It is
Air.
the smell of plants and rain and soil and wind. It is
It's land.
the
It's
surface.
sky.
Lay down, Roark.
No. Do I see anything that's the color green yet?
Ilana.
I'm
Not
gonna
yet.
run. I'm gonna run
No.
ahead because it's outside and it's plants and
You're
it's
gonna
sky.
die, Ilana. Stop it.
Need-
No.
Need the color green.
You
Need
pass
green.
by the old cobwebs that were once filled with spiders.
I almost died there.
Yeah, you did.
Like not even paying attention, not rolling perception, just land, surface, air.
You make your way back out into the surface for the first time in what has literally been months. You have
I
been
am going
down
to take
in
a
those
running.
caves for several months.
I'm going to take a running dive into the grass. Land.
I'm gonna. Is it day or night?
It is
Doesn't matter.
night.
Night.
It is
I'll be all
night.
sad and depressed. Oh, we went all this way. It's not even sun. The sun's not even.
Doesn't even matter. I just shouted like that in my apartment. I probably worried some neighbors.
So you find yourself wandering back out of this mine head, and there are a handful of orc guards there that are surprised to see you, but after showing them the ring, they let you pass without incident. And you soon find yourself out underneath the open sky, the stars twinkling up above. It's a cold night. You realize that you've missed most of, I think it was winter. And there is still like frost and whatnot on the ground. You're back out in the sky, breathing fresh air. There's a cold drizzle falling from the sky.
No wonder I've been so grouchy. I should have been hibernating the whole time.
Ah,
I'm going to take Russell out of my hair and gently set him down in the grass.
He kind of looks around like he's never seen this guy before. And he's like, "Ah." And he just kind of wanders around, just like, "Ah," and kind
Don't go too far.
and he like is petting grass and like. "Ah." So you're able to make your way. I'm the place that you buried it is near Bright Crown's castle, kind of in the other direction. So you have to go past Bright Crown's keep on your way to where the stone is buried.
Oh, right. We have to go check on them. We should probably go check on them.
Yeah?
Yep.
You gonna head to Bright Crown's keep?
Not quickly. This is the first time we've touched grass in months.
All right. Well, you begin wandering through the kind of pleasant glades and forests, but as you are doing so, can everybody give me a perception check, please?
Lorne perceives with a 20.
Oh, that was Roark, not me.
30.
I saw the 30 and thought
10.
it was mine. I got to 22.
I'm still heartbroken that it's not daytime. The sun's
fair.
not up. It's all gross.
Oh, go
Spooky and nighttime
Lorne.
and-
Well, Roar,
I'm all jealous of all the other planets who the stars up in the sky get their suns.
Roark, you notice a little something. It is eerily quiet out here. You're used to not hearing, birds or animals or anything like that down in the caves. But up here, you're kind of expected to hear something. You don't hear anything. No rustling or scurrying through the underbrush. No nocturnal animals hunting. No, squirrels rambling about for a midnight snack. It's just quiet.
Wait, now I'm confused. Do squirrels rumble in the night?
You kind of rustle through.
Yeah, most
underbrush.
rodents are pretty most rodents are pretty nocturnal.
Yeah.
Rumble squirrel. I'll write that down as another band name.
He has dibs.
You make your way through the kind of underbrush and eventually find yourself at the kind of edge of the farmlands that lead up towards the keep. And you can see from a distance here that there are torches and light lit at the keep. So there's clearly still people there. And you can begin making your way up towards the keep itself.
For now.
Oh,
Now.
that's
Step
concerning.
up here. I'm going to move everyone up just because of Roll20 thing. Because my border can only go so long. Yeah, here we are. Finally, up with the skies above everybody, but seems a bit eerie.
I'm going to
Oh,
preload my crossbow.
Yeah, I got to draw pumpkins for this game.
I'm gonna preload my shooting stick.
It is awfully quiet. Can we perceive again?
So, you can give me another perception check as you approach the gates.
Oh, I perceive a 16.
It's a little better.
I'm still too
26.
focused on being above ground again.
Now it's my turn to roll the natural one.
Shensen, you notice that there are up ahead. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there appears to be some sort of barricade
I can vaguely see it, yeah.
up in the darkness, and as you draw close, you can make out what appears to be two figures hiding behind this barricade.
Hey, it's the NPC guards who saved us from the orcs at one time.
Oh my gosh, the competent guards.
The competent guards.
Have they been keeping the town alive the whole time?
Certainly, absolutely not undead, still quite very much alive guards, right?
I don't know.
Should we call out? Let them know we're not.
I mean, we are a bright
Zombies?
lit beacon with my light spell, so.
Hello.
So here's the thing. There are a handful of torches atop the walls of the keep on the interior, but the exterior is very dark, and these guards are just apparently hanging out at this barricade in the darkness.
They're
that's
totally
concerning.
propped up by spears. Are they propped up by spears?
You don't
Get
see any
closer and
spears.
find out.
I'm gonna
Hello.
Hello?
My
can't really
approach, here we
stealth,
go.
But oh look, they look like they have skin still. Look, Peyton or Lauren or whoever you are,
So-
mustaches.
So as you draw near, the guards are kind of up behind these barricades, and it looks like they're kind of resting on the barricades, and the visors on their helmets are down. And give me one more perception check, everybody.
Oh. I see.
21.
16.
Lorne and Ilana, you both kind of come to this realization rather almost at the same time. They both look like they're like resting a bit too much on the barricades, as
Yeah,
if
they're
they've
dead.
been kind of
They're
just
dead.
tossed on top of them.
They're dead.
And in fact, at that moment, bursting out of them
Oh no.
Bursting is
is-
never a happy greeting. Yep.
are these dark, shadowy figures that just come emerging from their bodies, swarming across the barrier at you. And at that, I am going to need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see how it is. Click your
Guys.
tokens, and then you click the initiative button, which mine
Roark
is
got a
being
25.
hidden.
I got a 24.
19.
Oh, and we got a 14.
Ooh.
It's time to fight, bravos. I assume the corpses
All right.
are not moving at all, right?
No, they
Okay.
are not.
For
Keep
now.
an eye on them anyway.
For now, at least.
All right. So, seizing the initiative, these two spectral things come roaring out of these things and immediately move up. The first one moves straight up towards Ilana.
No, thank
Uh,
you.
It is going to move, and then the second thing it is going to do is reach out and attempt to touch you with its hand.
No. Oh. 28 hits me.
A 28, I'm assuming that's not 10 above your AC.
No,
Not anymore.
it's 7 above.
Take 17 points of negative damage as it drains the life essence out of you. And as it touches you, your flesh just cracks and withers and darkens. And I am also going to need you to give me a fortitude save.
Yep. Roll 20, please. 20.
A 20.
Is that enough?
No.
Oh, what do?
You gain the drained 1 condition.
Fantastic. Ooh, what do I have to work with here?
We're gonna go ahead and
Do we
give
wanna
you
use
this
the sleepy
little,
bean again?
This little Scully guy here with 1. So here's how that works. Drained 1 is going to cause you to lose some hit points.
Okay.
You are going to lose a number of hit points equal to your level,
Oh, all right.
and that is a reduction to your current and your maximum hit points.
Oh. Okay. All right. And do I have to do it
And
now or at
you
the
will
next
take
round?
that. You will take that penalty to all Constitution-based checks and Fortitude saves from in the future.
All right.
Danger touch. Danger touch.
It's not good. It's not a good touch. Don't let them touch you. I don't feel very good at all.
Indeed. Now that is a good piece of advice. Unfortunately, this one still has 1 action left, so he's going to attempt to touch you again.
No. Whoa.
Oh, of course he does.
A 31 to hit.
Whoa.
Doesn't have. Yeah. That's,
That was the second attack?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the -5 in there. Sounds to me to be the good old Bulmahn math
That
going
is
on.
going to be a critical hit, correct?
Yep. 31 beats 21.
So, take 36 points of damage.
We haven't even had a chance. I'm so glad we healed all the way.
Plus, you are now drained 2. Oh, sorry. Actually, you need to make a fortitude save.
Yep. Oh, I do not feel good. No, that definitely failed. That was a 17.
Well, you going to keep that or you going to re-roll it?
Oh, that's going to kill me. Okay, please, hero point. Fortitude. 26.
All right. You avoid becoming drained 2.
Okay, how do I
Yay.
get rid of this? How do I get rid of this?
All right. That was the first one. The second one is going to come up to Shensen.
No,
And it is going to attempt to touch you with its spectral hand. Here it comes.
Don't let it touch you.
Yay! It got me.
Is that a crit or just a hit?
It's just a normal hit.
A 32 is a normal hit. All right, take 14 points of negative damage.
All right.
And then if you could, please give me a fortitude save, please.
14 points and a 40 save. That's just a 19.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it.
You happy with
Yeah.
that 19? All right.
I'm not happy with it, but it's above average for me, so I'm not going to risk crit.
So you gain the drained 1 condition as well, lose 6 hit points. Yeah. Enjoy that.
I do. It's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Oh, is it really nice? Because I can do another one.
More, please.
All right, here it comes. Ooh, armor class 17. That's going to miss.
Foolish.
That is going to miss. So
Foolish
that is the end
creature.
of my turn. Next up is Roark Thunderbird.
Oh no. I'm gonna try to tumble through this guy's space.
All
I
right.
wouldn't
A
recommend
little
that.
acrobaticsing. A 23. It's not
Against my
gonna be, but
reflex DC.
I believe that's so.
That is a failure.
Okay. That's okay. That wasn't the best roll for me, so I'll just stay where I am. And hit it with a rapier. I mean, yeah.
All right. Stay right where you're at and swing a rapier at it.
Oh man, that is terrible. That's a 5 though. I guess I'll try again with a hero point situation.
You gonna hero point that? All right.
Take this. Take this.
I mean, you did roll a 5.
I did roll
So-
5. 23.
A 23
Again with a 23, which
is a miss.
I'm gonna raise my buckler and just say, "Okay, goodbye. Let's all leave now."
Well, we're dead, everybody.
All right, that is the end of Roark's turn. Attempted to tumble through, failed to do so. Swung and raised a buckler. Next up, Ilana.
I am gonna back it up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nope. Don't want to be anywhere near that. Please tell me wraiths are undead. Please tell me heal is going to work.
I'm not
You don't
telling you
know.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try what you want to try.
Oh, it's been working this whole campaign, so I'm gonna shoot a 2-action level 2 heal at it.
All right. So you reach out with healing magic, and it needs to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh, yes.
Yay!
Oh no. It is going to fumble the save, and well, not quite, but that is a critical failure. Yeah, even with my bonus against positive. Okay. So that is going to do 52 points of damage.
Go, Ilana!
You reach out and hit this thing. Actually, you reach out and hit this thing with positive energy.
Messed around and found out.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, you know what? That is true. I missed it. All right.
Just
well,
imagine Ilana doing the thing like where instead of where the hood at, where's the heels at?
So you reach out and hit this thing with healing magic, and it like reels back, and a bunch of it just kind of fades and is torn away as the healing magic hits it. But even when it is done and it is like nearly collapsed to the ground, it suddenly rises back up and is still standing.
Oh, I don't like that one bit, but I still... Oh, no, I used all 3 of my actions. Heck. All right. I'm staying out of the way.
Yeah, I'm checking a thing. I think you don't actually get the bonus 8s on the damage.
Jason gets the book. I think you should let me have those. I think you should let me
you
have
only
those
get the-
bonus
you only get
8s.
the bonus 8s on healing creatures. So that's actually not going to be 52. That's going to be a bit less than that. So it's going to be a lot less than that actually. It's only going to be 20.
Unfortunate tiny damage.
Yeah, it's
You got my hopes up.
It's only going to be 20. I'm sorry. That's
You got my hopes up.
Ilana's dreams.
I always forget that. So,
you let me have an amazing attack, and then you go, but wait.
Yeah. So, in effect, the 2 action and the 3 action do the same thing to undead, but the 2 action is 1 target and 3 action is multiple target. So that is the end of Ilana's turn. Next up, Shensen.
Alrighty, I'm going to start it up with the same old. I got a lot of class abilities now. Where's this other thing? Lingering composition and. Oh, that's weird. Lingering composition shows up in 2 places. Anyway, my perform check to linger that composition is a 27.
That is a success.
All right, so that gives us 3 rounds of bard fun, and
Indeed.
then I'm going to stab at the or slash at the wraith next to me with my scimitar.
Very good.
And I'm going to wonder how many hero points I have.
You have 2.
I'm going to spend 1 of them.
All right.
To reroll that.
Very good.
And then get a 30. That's much better. Minimum damage, but still.
A 30 is going to hit soundly. And that is a magic scimitar, so that helps.
Yes.
So the scimitar blade passes through it, and it does rip away some of its ghostly essence, but not much.
Well, I'm going to make a second attack, or my third attack as a second attack is my third action.
Yep. Very good.
That's a 24, excuse me, from bard bonus.
24. Did you have the +1 damage on the previous roll?
No, I did. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is going to hit because it's a 24. So go ahead and roll damage.
That's 11 points, actually. +1 from bard, +1 from forceful.
Ah, okay.
+2 from forceful for 12. Because it's +1 per die.
All right. That second hit took a bit more out of it, but it is still kind of healthy and attacking. It does not look like it is too phased by that.
All right. I'm done.
Next up, Lorne.
Oh, let's hope I put this in the thing correctly. I go this way. Good luck, Ilana.
Oh boy.
I go this way. Staff is now pointed forward. You start to see a lot of electricity start building. And I go, lightning bolts! And it's got boom, lightning bolt surges forward, making a line all through them. They have to make basically a reflex of a 25.
Oh, that's a very colorful lightning bolt. I approve.
Sparkly.
They're very sparkly. They don't have an electricity in here, unfortunately. I don't see.
That's
them.
good. That's good.
All right. So you go ahead and throw a bolt of lightning through them. Boy, that was a bad damage roll. Okay.
It was terrible. I had like a 10, 3, 4, and 1.
Yeah, they both need to make some reflex saves here. I'll make them in order of closest to you. So here's
just do 15 and lower.
That is going to be a failure, and that one will take 18 points of damage, but its resistances do help it there, so that does some damage to it. It kind of jolts and shakes by that, and we'll go ahead and roll for the second one as well.
Yeah, it's like 19 damage or whatever.
And that is going to make it, but not critically, so it is going to still take half. Which will be 9. All right.
And that's all I got.
+1 from Bart.
Yep, we get garbage out of here. All right. All right. So that is the end of Lauren's turn. We are back to the top of the order. The spectral forms are going to go. The first one is going to reach out and attempt to attack Roark. Here it comes.
Oh, sure. Why not?
A 29 is going to be a solid hit. You critically make the save, though, and do not take the drained condition. However, you do take 14 points of damage.
Yes, I will take that damage as soon as I.
All right.
Math.
And then it's, you know what? It's going to, because Ilana went and hit it with positive energy, it's going to go ahead and move right past you, Roark, and go up towards Ilana.
No,
Back.
I'm about to die. I'm so about to die.
It is going to go zooming up to Ilana, and it's going to reach out with its hand and attempt to touch Ilana.
Oh, please don't do that. No, I am. Yep, I'm dead.
No.
I'm at 0.
31, I believe, is a critical hit.
It is.
Yeah, that's going to do 20 points of damage to you, Ilana.
I'm at -10.
Yeah, you're not dead. You're just now. You're not.
Yeah, you're just at 0.
Dying too.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me that fortitude save, though, against the drained condition.
I have to find myself in the dark. There it is. Fortitude. 17. I have a hero point, right? Yes, I do. Thank you, chat. 29.
Very good. You do not take the drained condition, which would have dropped you to dying 3 right away. But you are going to be at dying 2 because that was a crit that brought you down.
Yep,
You're fine. Don't worry.
it's fine. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, you can just spend when it is. Yeah, your turn order goes above the go, so you get to wait a good chunk.
As a matter of fact, Ilana now, her initiative moves to the very bottom of the order, which is then right before the wraiths. All right, the other wraith is going to attempt to attack Shensen. Here it comes.
Yay! That's the same thing I rolled last time. Jason, you're just typing in the number 31, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got this great macro where I just give myself whatever number I want. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like what?
The dice are weighted. Weighted.
A 31 is going to hit you for 12 negative damage. Can you go ahead and give me a fortitude save as well as it touches you and your flesh withers and dies?
I double check once again my hero point totals.
Left.
Yeah, I'll spend it, and then hopefully chat will have my back. Let's see here. Where's my fortitude save? There it is. Yeah, 22 is maybe at least not a critical failure.
You're right. It's not a critical failure. It's an ordinary failure.
Ooh.
Yay!
So you are going to go to drained 2, lose another 6 hit points.
All right.
And then this ghost is going to come flying up to Lorne.
Have my hands up like I'm boxing. Like, come on, I'll take you on. Let's go.
And then he is going to go ahead and attempt to touch Lorne.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Armor class of 27
Yeah, I'll do it.
is going to be a hit
Yeah.
for 16 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah. I take the damage and I cry.
Indeed.
At least you had time to.
It's just a bunch of oh no's all around.
Indeed. All right. That is the end of the Wraith's turn. Next up, Roark, Thunderbird.
Lauren should probably make a fortitude save too.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Darn
Yeah,
it.
sorry about that.
I was hoping you'd forget.
I appreciate that, Roark, and thank you for reminding me.
I rolled a natural 1. Thanks.
Oh, boy.
Thanks,
Oh,
Keeley.
that's not my fault. That's not my fault. You rolled a natural 1.
I'll re-roll it and get another 1. Watch. Now I got a 5.
Well,
Wasted it.
Yeah, you wasted a hero point because that's still a critical failure. No, actually, sorry, that's an ordinary failure. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and get the drained 1 condition.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.
Lose 6 hit points before we get a copyright strike. All right.
Now I'll go.
Yeah, now it is Roark's turn.
I'm gonna go after the one that attacked Ilana and killed her. No, I know, not quite killed. But I'm just gonna go up and stab it. Ha ha! 24.
A 24 is a hit.
Hooray. That's 14 piercing damage.
All right.
Magical.
That is going to have some effect, not quite as much as you would like. This thing seems resilient to attacks by physical objects.
And I guess I will raise my buckler.
All right.
And say, Shensen, a little help over here. We can get Ilana back up on her feet again.
All
right.
right.
Next up is Shensen.
I'm going to shoot some healing into Ilana,
Okay.
and that is going to manifest in the form of a... Oh, wait. That's not the right spell. That does damage. I don't want to do that.
Uh-oh.
Sound burst. Third level sound burst. Oh, damn it. Third level soothe. Third level soothe.
I will heal you with this loud cacophony of noise.
Yeah. Honk! So that's 20 healing.
Ooh, thank you.
And then you got that one down there, Roark?
So
Sure you do. I'll take my third action to move up to there.
that is
Or flank
going to get rid of the dying condition, but it is going to give you the wounded one condition.
All right.
All right, and then with his last action, with her last action, Shensen moves up to be flanking the other Spectre. Lorne.
I want to take one action to do an Arcana check, or I assume occultism would be better for this. To yeah, either way is same for me. That to figure out more about these things, like weaknesses, whatever. You know, maybe in the books I read more about evil wraith things.
Sure.
To Arcana, I guess. 20.
So, thinking about these things, you don't think you know too much about them, but you're pretty sure that they are incorporeal creatures. That means they're mostly on another plane of existence and only partially expressed here. You've learned about this in your Arcana training. The challenge with that is that it's going to make them very resistant to harm. Especially against non-magical weapons. Non-magical weapons will do next to nothing. But unless it's like force or ghost touch or positive energy or something like that, it's not going to pierce that boundary and affect them fully. So everything else is going to be doing less.
So basically no weaknesses at this point.
Well, no, but you know what they are most resistant to, which is... you know, ordinary
Anything,
weapons
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, physical stuff, etc. But
So, like,
No.
your spells, like a lightning bolt, will still be resisted just as much as a rapier. But if you had, say, magic missile, that would affect them normally.
yeah. I conveniently have magic missile slotted, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you were
Cool,
a
awesome.
wizard who had magic missile,
Yeah, and it's already slotted on my third level slots, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea.
If I took this here staff I have in my hand and cast a Shiliga spell I've had since level 1 on it
What?
to
What spell?
affect Shiliga to affect creatures in extraplanar.
Well, the damage doesn't increase with magic missile, so the only thing it really does is just do more. Then it's
But I get an
magic's
extra
kinda-
dice.
Kind of pathetic when you think about it. It's a oh no for all of it. Then I didn't, as much as I could cheat and be like, yeah, I definitely have magic missile. I never took magic missile. I wanted to not be the wizard who never casted magic missile all that much. So we're going to go with what I have basically put in, and I'm just going to shocking grasp him.
This will be reflected on your Bandit Bravos review, Lorne.
You mean like a couple
No.
episodes ago where we had the fairy fire party?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to go ahead and
All right.
shocking grasps? Go ahead and do that.
Yeah. All right, grabbing him and shakamaka. I'm waiting on it. There we go.
All right. You reach out and let's see. That is going to be a 30 with the bard bonus and your flanking. So that
because
is
of how
going to-
heightening these are weird. It's like 3% damage, or 3% damage and 30 attack with the bard bonus stuff. But the die for that's correct. So he has
Okay.
to make a 20. It's just 29 to hit him.
Yeah, and that is going to be a hit. It's not a crit, but it is a very solid amount of damage. You course electricity through this thing and manage to deal it some damage, but it is still up and fighting.
End of my turn.
Yeah, we are at the end of the round, and at the end of the round, you notice there are some figures up atop the wall. And I'm going to go ahead and move them. I'm going to move them in front of the wall just so that you can see them, but they're actually on top of the wall at those spots. You see some actual guards come marching up.
Oh, hi, guys.
Yeah, they come marching up from the staircases that are on the other side of the wall. And they start throwing kind of bombs down at these well they're not ordinary bombs, right?
They're
That's
pumpkins.
splash
Is it the Green
damage.
Goblin?
What was that?
Pumpkin bombs.
No, they're bombs that are water, and so if they hit you, they don't hurt you.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it holy water?
Yes.
Do we have holy water?
Ooh, I do.
Well, none of us is a cleric. Oh, or a paladin.
I still have it.
Well,
You don't need to be.
that comes to
paladin
the
or
question. How,
cleric.
yeah, I was going
My
to say, how
picture's
do you
a
make
cleric. Or
in
paladin.
quotation marks holy water in a world with multiple gods and whatnot? You just go to the god and going, "This is your version of holy water."
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a bunch of these and look at the results. All right, so it looks like oh god, that's some bad rolls. Okay, well, one's gonna hit.
Yeah, one of them got him.
Let's see, it's good damage. Oof, they are still resistant to that, so that's not going to do much actually. So they go throwing the holy water, but it's not looking like it's going to have much of an effect on them. But they're going to try it anyway. And one of them is shouting, "Bring the priest!" And that's the end of their turn. Ilana, we are over to you.
All right. I'm still wounded. I'm okay. It is very dark. Lon, do you mind taking a temporary step down
Nope.
and to the left? All right.
Kind of engaged in battle right now.
Okay. Oh, there I am. All right.
Here, just to make life easier for you. Here,
Yep, that's what I was
I'll
hoping.
be up there, but just so you can see.
Super temporary so I can see what I am doing. All right. This gentleman, I'm going to take a risk. I'm really bad at math, but I'm going to take my staff in one hand and cast Shillelagh.
There you go. I thought that's what you meant.
It has a G.
Yeah. No, but it's pronounced entirely different. All right. Okay. So
That I've had since level 1 and have never used.
Okay. So you pull the magic into your staff and enchant your staff to be filled with holy power.
So does my new +1 stack with the bard +1 and make it a +2 to attack?
The bonus to attack will stack. Yeah. So because it's an item bonus versus the I think it's a status bonus from the
Bard bonus.
all right. It becomes a +1 striking weapon. And against undead creatures, you're gonna get wow, 3 bonus dice. That's pretty good.
Been saving this for a special occasion. All right, so we have to do. Oh, that's a terrible swing.
That
Out
is
of
a
hero
terrible
point.
swing. And I'm assuming you're using it two-handed. So
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna try that. 27, 28 to hit.
All right, 28, and I believe it's going to do 4d8
All right.
if I'm reading this right.
There we
19.
go.
Yeah. So 19, but that is going to be plus 1 because of the bard bonus, and you don't have a strength bonus, right?
I do. My strength is 1. So no, I don't think so.
Your strength is what, a 12?
Yes.
Okay, so it's plus 1.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to do 21 points of damage. All right. So that is pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. That's 21 points of damage. So that's going to be minus that. Still has to go through their protection, but is better than nothing. That's a pretty solid hit. This one looks pretty beat up, but that is the end of Ilana's turn, and unfortunately, the wraiths go next.
I made it mad.
So the one up here next to Shensen, we're going to go ahead and deal with that one first. It's going to go ahead and try and touch Shensen again.
Yay!
A 22 is going to miss. It's going to turn around and try and hit Lorne.
Matrix dot. Whoosh. Like that.
Well, good job. And then it's going to try and hit you again because your Matrix dodge angers it. So.
Matrix dodge again. 14. Suck it, nerd.
All right.
You can't take what the wizard is cooking.
And the other one is going to reach out and attempt to touch. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to go with Ilana. It's going to try and touch you again.
Roark is right there. Oh.
Yeah, but you just whacked me with a magic murder stick. So
I did.
So an armor class of 25 is going to hit you. Take 10 points of damage.
Okay. That's fine.
And give me a fortitude save.
All right. This is fine. I'm going to whack you with another stick. 23 is the first one. And then roll 20 did its thing.
Oh, yeah, right. So that is going to be a success. It's then going to take its second attack against Roark. Here it comes. An 18 is going to miss.
Yeah.
And it'll take its third attack against Roark.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Of course. Okay.
So that is going to be a critical hit for 28 points of damage, Roark. And your fortitude save is successful, so you don't have to worry about it draining your life energy. All right. That is the end of the Wraith's turn. Roark, you are up next. These things look beat, but they have done some heavy wounds to the party.
I'm gonna step there to flank with Ilana.
All right.
Thank you.
And strike away.
All right.
Ah! A 32.
A 32 is a critical hit because of the flank. So that is going to do 14 points of damage.
Yes.
Plus you get a deadly D8 in there.
Oh, that's right. Rapier. Ah. 2 more.
2. So that is going to do 16 points of damage. That is reduced. But this thing looks very badly beat. It looks like it is very badly hurt. Roark, what are you doing now?
I'll use my final action to strike it one more time because
all right.
I'm feeling my oats. That was not very good. I'll spend a hero point.
Yeah, that was a roll of a 6 for a total of 17. That's going to miss.
I'm okay with this. I'm better with that than that.
Oh no!
And you critically failed.
Felt it in my bones. My hand got ready to reach out to my mixer. I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's like I just knew.
That will be the end of Roark's turn. Missing terribly. That Wraith is still alive. Shensen, we are over to you.
Okay, down to 1 round left of bard music, and I go crazy, murder crazy. I'm going to staberize, slasher, attack it. So that's a 22 when it's flanked.
So that is going to be a hit for, was that 11 or 10?
No, that's 10. It's bard is included.
10. All right, and so that is going to do very limited damage, but it's not nothing.
I'm just warming up.
All right.
Second attack is a 12. That is super glorious.
You have 2 points currently.
I'm going to spend one
to
reroll that because these things got to go. That's a 21 flanking.
21 flanking is just going to miss.
Oh.
Wait, is your bard bonus in your own attack roll?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yep, it is.
This thing's 24 or 23.
It's 23. Hang on, let me look.
So it's like -2 to AC, right? So that would be 23 hit.
I've got +3 strength, +1 from item, +1 from temp. So that's total
right.
+5.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing it listed in your other bonuses. Okay. That's going to be a miss.
Yeah. Well, I'll try a third attack.
All right.
Nope. All done.
Swinging wildly, you attempt to bring it down, but do not manage to connect. Lorne, we are over to you.
Uh-oh. I cast shield and teleconnect projectile. What? What?
Said it's on you.
Okay, teleconnect projectile. Kaboom! Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. We're gonna use my last hero point because I don't care about dying. Let's see. And then I go 33.
A 33 is a critical hit. You pick up a chunk of rock and throw it into this wraith, and that causes it to evaporate.
I did it! Feel the might of throwing rocks!
The blast hits it so hard that Shensen, you're covered in ectoplasm.
What? I take my reaction to clean it up.
Reaction of nuh-uh.
Yeah, reaction of gross.
So that is the end of Lauren's turn. At the very end of the round here, another figure. Oh, I thought I had one for this guy. Where is it? There it is.
Wait, would it be my turn after Lauren's, though, before the end of the round?
No, you're now up near the top of the round.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah. So a figure comes up to join the other guards, and upon seeing what is going on out there, let me just double check. I don't think I have range.
It's pretty far. Yeah, I'll do well, you have the shinies, but just for chat, I'm just gonna be in the middle here.
Yeah. He's too far away. So he sees what's going on down there, and he shouts, "Quick, rush inside! They cannot enter inside the keep!"
Are winning.
Next up is Ilana.
Do I still have my shillelagh stick?
Yes.
I'm going to take my first action and swing it.
Yeah, I think it's got a pretty
She's out for
duration.
blood. She's out for vengeance.
25 hit? 26 hit?
A 26 does hit.
Okay, and it was 4d8?
Correct. +2.
+2. I'm going to swing my stick for 23 points of damage.
You kind of wind up and slam your shillelagh into this wraith, and as you do so, you just pull away its ectoplasmic form, and it fades from view.
Oh, I was going to pull over afterwards and cock my staff and shoot another 2-action heal into it. Oh, wow.
You soon find that the battlefield in front of the keep here has now grown quiet, and you look up at the guards that are here, and their lone priest, their lone junior priest, who looks down at you with kind of quaking hands and is like, quick, come inside.
They enter inside.
Let's go.
You go up to the front doors, and there, inscribed on the ground in front of the doors, you can make out the symbols, the holy symbol of Pharasma. And as you pass over the threshold into the courtyard, you suddenly feel kind of more at peace than the kind of spooky aura and kind of feel of what you were getting outside. And as you make your way into the keep, there, waiting for you in the courtyard.
Hey!
I forgot this had drawings on it too.
It's the king, baby.
Is good King Brightcrown, who looks at all of you and he's like, well, it's about time you got back. And on that note, we are going to take a short little break, give the cast a chance to go get themselves something to drink, and we will be right back here in just a few minutes to get back to the second half of the show. Stay tuned, everybody. We will be right back. And we're back. Well, after many, many months traveling deep beneath the surface of Galarian, the party has finally returned to their benefactor, to their liege, their confidant, their
patron.
Their patron. Yes.
Stop putting descriptions in our mouths. Like, there's none of that.
Good King Gildebrand Brightcrown.
His name was Gildebrand?
Yeah, his name's Gildebrand. Yeah.
I am disappointed to have not been using this that entire time.
I'm not sure I mentioned it.
Lord Gildebrand.
They're standing in front of his keep. You can see now that you're inside the walls of the keep, you can see that all the inner yard here is actually filled with tents and small, like, ramshackle hovels made from stone and wood. It looks like most of his people have withdrawn to inside the keep here. And if you recall, this keep is kind of a kit bash. It clearly was an old fortress that has seen better days, and its giant holes in the wall have been replaced not with stone but just with wood. It's kind of been they like put up palisade in place where the walls have crumbled and collapsed. The central keep itself has like a great hall built inside the shattered remains of the previous wall, so it's kind of a mess. And there, standing in front of it, is good King Brightcrown, covered in doodles. And he looks at you and he says, "Took you long enough. Where have you been?"
In the caves.
Doing everything. We've had to do so many things down there. And
2
honestly,
or 3 months?
yeah, it's a mess down there. You don't even know. Look, your liege, your honor, what, your grace, whatever. We've had enough of this. We the orcs. I don't even know what to say. Shensen, you tell him.
Yeah, what he said.
He's disheveled. What's up with him?
Well, that's what happens when you work for King Brightcrown for 3 months and don't get paid any of those days. You get bitter, you get cranky, you get stroppy, and next thing you know, you're coming back to ask for your pay, and you get attacked by ghosties. Who let these ghosties in? We don't even have any pumpkin pies, and there's not even any nutmeg.
He looks out to all of the people, some of which who have gotten up because it's late at night, but all this commotion has roused some of the people who have kind of come out of their tents, and he looks to all of them and he's like, "Don't worry, everyone, we have everything under control. Come on. He's like, let's talk inside."
So we can talk outside.
We
don't have to talk in front of your
outside.
Yeah. What time is it, by the way? When is the sun coming up?
It's at this time that you notice that the Goblin King is in like a big plush furry robe, and he has slippers on.
You lazy.
And he's like, "No, come on. It's cold out here." "Do not worry, everyone." He kind of looks out to the people. "Everything is under control. Don't worry. Our heroes have returned, and soon all of our problems will be over." And he like beckons you inside the keep.
All right, we'll go inside.
Yeah. Now, your problems are just beginning. Breakdown.
The moment you get inside and the doors close, he looks to the guards and he's like, "Leave us." And the guards are like, and you notice.
Is he so happy he gets to say it? He's like, "I've always wanted to do that. I saw them."
So you notice that Captain Halvrin is here.
He's still here.
He beat you back, because you left him down in Cobalt Town. He was sent down to check on you, if you recall, a few episodes ago. He goes up to escort Lady Gorb, who has also been awoken, the goblin queen to be, and escorts her out along with the rest of the guards. And the moment the doors close, Gildebrand Brightcrown turns to all of you, rushes up to let's go. Shensen grabs you by the hem and is like, "You got to do something. We're gonna die."
What did you do this time?
I don't know. We just were, and then the dead, and they're eating everybody, and we can't even get the old pumpkins.
So there's spooks and haints and ghoulies and stuff out there. We need to wait till morning when the sun's up, because that's the best time to do anything, especially fight undeads. And then you just point us where we need to go, and we'll go save you again.
He's like, listen, I don't even know what's happening. We were just minding our own business and waiting for you to come back. And it took a long time. I want to be clear on that, but I'm glad that you're here now. But I think we're all going to die.
I have a hopefully unrelated question. That has there been any like spooky, like walking around angry faced tree monsters?
He's like, what?
Oh, good. No, never mind. Pay no attention. And I lead me over to Lauren. It's all cool. They don't know.
Yeah, sure.
You did nothing. Are you sure you did nothing? Like, did you leave the mine alone?
We haven't been anywhere near the mine. Why would I go near there? There's a bunch of orcs.
I just raised an eyebrow. All right.
He goes, listen, I don't know what's going on. It just, like, the dead, they just started rising up out of the ground, and then they started biting people, and
it's fine.
It was bad.
Did the people they bite start biting people?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad.
All right.
So,
all right. I think everybody needs a night's rest, and then we'll take care of this when it's light out and we can see.
Let's just take care of things. Let's rest for now, because we've been through a lot currently. And in the morning, when it's daytime, we'll go out and investigate about and see if we can solve this issue. All I need you to do is hold the fort.
He goes up to you, Lord, and he grabs the hem of your robes, and he's like, you got to do something. We're all going to die.
I'm going to do something, supposed Lord and illustrious Bright Crown. Just let's hold on. Just let us rest, get to the morning, and we'll figure this all out and be done by lunchtime.
And you hear one of the doors open off to one of the sides, and suddenly he like takes 4 steps back real quick and is like straightens his hem, and he's like, yes, now I command you to go out and solve this problem, but not before you get a good night's rest. I wouldn't want you going out unprepared. That's how I like my skilled adventurers, well rested.
Yeah, thank you for your lordly advice, Lord Pride.
I do a dramatic curtsy. Thank you, your benevolence.
Intelligent and wise.
It's not a guard at all. It's like a chamberlain with tea for Lady Gorb, and he makes his way through the hall and closes the door on the other side. And the moment he's gone, Bright Crown looks back to you. He goes, okay, hurry, go sleep fast. Could you sleep fast?
Yeah, we'll have a nap of 8 hours.
Yeah. Roark's gonna loom over him and be like, all right, Bright Crown, we'll fix this for you too. And when we're done, we're gonna have you're gonna make sure you're gonna do some stuff for us. And we're gonna have a long talk about the orcs in the mine and who gets to share it and all that stuff. So
I'll double your pay.
You don't have the pay.
He will. They'll pay us.
You're going to learn how to make pumpkin pie.
Yeah, just make a pie that doesn't make us make the Mr. Gross face.
I will send pie to your room. Trust me. We have great pie.
Okay. I'll try it. If I don't, I'll let him eat you.
So, to make a long story short, Halvrin is summoned, and he takes you back to the rooms you were in last time you were here, which are not great accommodations, but they're better than nothing.
Still better than the Drugar dungeons.
Oh well, there is that.
As
they
long
are
as we
significantly better, although it's clear that these were also at one point in time prison cells.
Oh, great! I forgot about that.
So you're able to get some rest. Everybody who has the drained condition, and I'm gonna pop back to the gate map because that's where your tokens had the drained condition. You can. We're gonna go ahead and reduce those by 1 each.
Is there anything I can do to get rid of them completely, magic-wise or healing-wise, or?
So can we go rub up against that cleric?
the drain condition is going to fall off everybody but Shensen.
Oh.
Because Shensen hit drained too. So, Shensen, you are going to be stuck with 6 fewer hit points, and your maximum is going to be down 6, and you're going to take a penalty of 1 on fort saves.
That's fine. That'll give me something else to complain about. It's ghoul.
Yeah. It's
ghoul. Did you get that? Ghoul? Because we're fighting ghouls.
Right. Yeah.
Those are wraiths.
So they escort you back to these rooms and let you get a night's rest. And it's not the nicest accommodations, but it's sized for you, right? It's tall, and
I was liking everything being me sized.
Yeah, well,
even if it was underground.
In Kobold Town, everything is kind of Ilana sized, but up here, most things are human sized. So it's tall, comfy. They do bring you some bowls of porridge with pumpkin chunks in them.
I was promised pie. I throw it down mad.
But here's the thing: none of the dishes feature mushrooms or fish or like beetle.
Hold a spoonful up to Russell.
He kind of does.
Yeah, I agree, Russell. See, the mushroom won't even grow in it.
All right. So yeah, restoration will get rid of drained, but I don't think you're not high enough level to cast it.
Pumpkin beer.
All right. So the next morning, you're all served a delicious slice of kind of a breakfast pie.
Is it pumpkin pie?
Well, it does have pumpkin in it.
Disappointment pie.
It better be pumpkin pie.
Along with like some like turnip.
Yeah. I'm going to go out to see the sunrise and not eat.
I disappointingly eat it. I'm just sad.
But it does have a dry, overcooked crust, so that there's that. So
Shots fired.
Yeah. So Shensen, you go up to see the sunrise, and unfortunately, there's a pretty heavy fog that has rolled in through the night.
I just want to be up there.
All right. Well, you are up there as the sky begins to lighten, but you never really get a good glimpse of the sun. Maybe this afternoon once all this burns off.
I'll take what I can.
All right. So you are soon summoned to the Hall of King Brightcrown, who's like, all right, so welcome back. Glad to see that you've all rested and been fed some of our finest victuals. So what's your plan?
I think you see, we found like a source of the disturbance somewhere, so we're off to go and destroy it, and then we'll all stop. That's all we're doing. Off we go. Come on, bravos.
You found the source of the disturbance?
Yeah, it's like somewhere.
We have a theory.
We were walking around before we got here, everybody. We were looking around and stuff. And we found it, and then we came here to report it and stuff, and that's why we're here. We rested. Now we're going to take care of it. We're all rested, thanks to you, Lord, and off we go.
Give me a deception check.
Can it be a performance check?
No.
I mean, I'm receiving here. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, the lie detection.
I got a natural 20.
Brightcrown goes, oh, all right.
All right, see you later. And I begin to just pack my stuff and yeah, see, bravos, don't worry about it. We don't have to justify ourselves to a failed king when he's gone, of course.
He looks to his other guards and he's like, they learned it from me.
We should at least tell them we're probably going back into the caves again really fast. We came up here. We came to check on them. We have a source. We're going to fix that source. And
wait, but what about the orcs?
Orcs
we'll tell you when we get back.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, we're going to solve this undead problem for you. When we get back, we're going to have words about orcs and mines and sharing.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, the undead really are more important than the mine, to be honest.
Yeah. Exactly.
And between now and then, maybe find something to make with pumpkins, like beer.
Yeah, I don't like to drink.
Look,
It's already
it's
ruined
not
pies. Don't make him ruin beer.
Yeah, but
it's
they can
not
sell
about
it.
you. It's about everybody else, man. Everyone else likes the beer, and it can make you tons of money.
He's like, well, I'll give it some thought. I do like money.
Tons of money.
So Halvrin escorts you out, and he kind of looks at all of you, and he's like, "The king might buy that line, but I don't. What's going on?"
So how much did you see in the mines?
Tell him.
He's
Let's
actually
go.
competent. It's
I don't
fine.
care. You don't have to
Fine.
tell him anything. We could just go.
What did we already tell him in the mines? I don't remember.
We don't have to tell him anything. Let's just
You
go.
didn't tell him. You didn't tell him much.
Yeah, we could just leave. We don't have to tell anybody here anything. We're going to solve the problem and come
I just
back.
wave and I got this.
he
So how
looks
much
at
did you
you.
see in the mines?
He looks at you and he's like, "If you're just gonna leave and never return, you should probably tell me so that I can prepare."
We are not
No.
going to leave and probably return, but
no.
there are also some problems in the mine we are solving at the same time we're solving the current undead problem. So it's a lot of things in a spider web all attached together at once, and we want to solve them all very quickly. So we are going to pick.
He shrugs. It's probably above my pay grade anyway, but listen. When you get back, we're going to have to figure out how this all went down because a lot of people died.
Yes, and a lot of people have also died in the mines, which is why we're trying to solve all the problems at once, which why we probably will disappear again very quickly and come back to solve your orc mine undead problem.
He's just like, he's just like, yeah, all right. Yeah. As long as I'm not losing more soldiers to zombies, go. And he kind of leads you out to the front door.
And I look at Lorne like, I told you I had this.
You didn't have to do anything. We could just
So-
went.
The two of you are bickering as you're walking away, and Halvard's like sitting there staring at you like, I'm still here.
Yeah, now you're still here. We'll be back. That's all you need to know. Let's go.
So you leave the keep behind, and in a kind of fog-shrouded morning, begin making your way through the farm fields. And I'm assuming you're heading to where you buried the core,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you make your way through kind of the pumpkin fields and eventually find yourself in the narrow glade off to the south of the keep where you buried it. And you remember this place because you wanted to find a nice big tree where you could bury this terrible thing. And you make your way to that spot. And as you do, the fog grows ever more dense. Although it is day, it is rather gloomy to the point where you feel like you might need a light source because it's so kind of, the fog is so thick.
Can I detect, is this a natural or normal fog?
Give me a nature check.
Nature check. 30.
Yeah, you are almost 100% certain that this is not natural. It's too thick.
All right. I'm going to detect magic anyway because I have this cantrip and I'm going to use it.
Sure. At your level, you get a very strong sense that there is powerful necromancy at work around you.
Great. We planted a necromantic seed crystal and it is growing. Okay,
And
let's go get it.
As you do all this, I go, yeah, it's necromancy. And I keep going.
So
No, it takes one to know one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
as you make your way through this darkness, you swear at more than one occasion you see strange forms looming in the fog. But as you approach them, it's either like an old tree stump or a signpost or nothing at all.
I don't like that one bit.
But you soon find yourself approaching the old glade where you buried the core. It is dark here. I'm assuming Lauren has thrown up a light. That's why I've gone and put a light up.
Flashlight's always on when it's spooky scaries.
Yeah. So you can see this glade, and you can see the pumpkin briar is kind of all around you, but up ahead, you can catch out the kind of faint glow coming from deeper in the fog. There is some sort of light up ahead.
I keep my buckler raised as I step forward, just to the edge of the light.
Just gently making our way forward.
I'm
All right.
creeping along like a creeper.
What's there?
Ooh,
What
I'm
is
gonna
it?
perception. Can we see anything at all at the edge of the light?
Well,
31.
I should also note at around this point, Grisfell comes popping out of the skull, and he's like, "Well, this is creepy."
What's
Indeed.
this
the
crevice
tree?
wasn't there before.
So up ahead, you can make out the tree. So what you're seeing on the map here is a tree stump, but the tree is actually still above it. Okay,
Yeah,
but I didn't put the tree in that way you could see the
we're
ground
like under.
underneath
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So that's right here, and you buried this core underneath the tree, or as close as you could down in its roots, and as you approach, you quickly come to realize that the faint light you were seeing before is coming from the ground itself, from this massive crevice that has opened in the ground at the foot of this tree, and there is a glow coming from somewhere down in that darkness, and it's just this faint kind of pulsing, and Grisfell's like, "Well, that's not good."
All right, Roark, go get it.
Yeah, do we have a plan once we have this thing?
Yeah, we're gonna go take it back to the vault immediately. Go
All
get
right,
it.
Okay.
And we gotta
I'm
throw it
getting
down a pit thingy, don't we?
No, vault.
Now you're thinking of a ring.
Yeah,
know.
We gotta go. There was
wrong
a
franchise.
thing.
That's the formula for destroying magic rings. This isn't the formula for destroying strange crystals.
What was the thing we had to do? We had to go wake something else up to battle the dragon.
We had to
take the crystal.
bring it. Yeah, we had to bring this thing to the.
It was like an Earth Lord.
The
thing. I'm trying not to say the name because I think I know what it is. I don't want to spoil it. But the mysterious other thing.
The priestess of the mother told you that Gogama told you that you needed to bring it to the earthen throne.
There we go. And for some reason, I thought it was in that really big, deep pit by the Draugr.
Do we know where that is?
Yeah, you're not sure where that is. She didn't exactly give you directions, but she said that that's where you needed to take it. So,
Okay.
So you make your way up towards this crevice, and there is, it's just kind of pulsing, and it's buried somewhere down there. Does anyone have any tools appropriate for digging?
Oh
Go
dear.
after it, Roark.
Rope. A little dagger.
I have a rope. That's great for digging.
I mean,
I've got charm. Are there any laborers looking about?
what about Mage Hand? Lauren.
No, it's not going to do it.
No.
That's way too slow.
I can just.
What can I turn into that can
explode the
dig?
dirt.
I mean, I'm assuming someone would have grabbed a shovel on their way here because you knew you buried it.
Yeah,
Right,
We
sure.
had a
Whatever
shovel
we-
last time.
Absolutely.
We used our
Yeah.
hands.
Absolutely.
Whatever we
Here you go, Roark. Here's the shovel I picked up on the way here.
Oh, good job.
Oh, I found a shovel. It's right next to your work.
Yeah, we
Ah,
to be fair,
shovels.
we really glossed over this the first time, and it was kind of a we go out and bury it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
assume
could-
like I left the shovel there and it was just like intertwined with vines or something and we rip it out. And,
From what I've seen about Lauren, actually, that makes a lot of sense that you just leave it here.
Yeah.
That is fair. So
I can't imagine ever having to do this again. Drop.
Yep.
cast off over in the pumpkin briar over here is an old shovel.
Yay.
I dig it.
All right. So you're gonna have to dig for a bit. So Roark begins digging into the ground, And at this point, Grisfell turns to you, Lauren, and he's like, so clearly the Corps is responsible for all this. So, man, I really thought that cage would work, but I'm starting to feel like maybe it didn't.
I think it was like less of a cage and more of a lens.
So,
I feel like it failed.
Well, I to be honest, it was never meant to be a long-term solution, so maybe it just got overwhelmed. I don't know. It's definitely going to be worth study.
I was hoping it would. I wanted to get back to this thing anyway after we dealt with King Bright.
Mr. Grisfell, you've lost your study ability.
Yeah.
Well,
we're going to put this thing back where it came from.
No, but we could learn so much.
I mean,
Mr. Grisfell, what are you going to do with the things you've learned?
Look at what this thing has done.
What are you going to do with what you've learned, Mr. Grisfell?
Look, Grisfell, I like summoning hordes of skeletons as much as the next, necromancy wizard, but this thing obviously is out of all level at this point, and even as much as I can see the potential for unlimited power, this thing's dangerous, and this thing needs to be contained until we can deal with it appropriately in a better fortune. So, for now, let's go take care of it. Roark,
Shensen, where are you going?
I'm just lurking and hiding. I'm ready to jump out.
Roark, you got it yet?
As you are digging, as Roark is there digging, everybody give me a perception check.
I'm perceiving Roark. Roark, how deep
19.
you got?
A 17.
None of us got over a 20.
Well, that's fine. As you're sitting there talking and digging away, Grisfell, who is facing Lauren, kind of talking to him, suddenly stops, and you see him kind of look over your shoulder there, Lauren, and he goes, ah, crap.
I look at it. Oh.
I look at Lauren to see if it's a Medusa.
No. Did you say you look at Lauren to see if it's a
that
Medusa?
got me. That's so good. Actually, that's the best solution. I'm proud of you.
Yay.
So, come shambling up out of the darkness are a number of corpses. And they come wandering. Okay, yeah.
Initiative. I rolled initiative. I got a 60.
Yeah.
All right. I see where this is going.
Everyone, we got undead on the way. Roark, dig faster.
Roark, do you want to switch spots? I think you might be more useful up here. I'll keep digging.
You turn into one of those cartoon moles that digs super fast and leaves a little burrow mound in the ground when you dig around.
I was just gonna go full bloodhound and.
Oh, that works too.
Big dog.
Wait, why do I have a dang shovel if you could turn into something that can dig?
Because everybody was talking about a shovel and I didn't get a chance to offer it.
All right. That's weird. Okay, let me just go ahead and dump that out. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and wait. Who am I missing?
Me. I forgot to click before I rolled my initiative. And I don't want to mess it up because I rolled good.
All right. Well, that's fine. I can fix.
You can fix it.
All right. So, as you are sitting there digging, and the digging is going torturously slow, these forms are shambling up out of the mist. Shensen, you get to go first. What do you got for me?
Oh, I immediately start my music up. And that's just like the battle music starts up, and that's how you know something bad is going to be happening.
All right. So
form check of 22.
From the nearby bushes, a song begins to emerge. That is
That's
a
right.
success.
All right, so that's 3 rounds of bard music. I'm just checking this magic solution I have to undead here to make sure that it's in range. And oh boy, is it not! I'm going to move up to here in the bushes and try to stay hidden.
All right. Well, you can move up there and attempt to stay hidden. Why don't you give me a stealth check?
Alrighty.
That's pretty good.
Yes, not bad. 28.
Next up, Roark.
All right, I'm gonna drop the shovel where I am, and
So you're gonna stop digging?
yes. Do I climb up out of the hole? Have I gotten that deep, or can I just
No, you were only down.
stay where I am?
To be honest, I'm assuming you guys didn't actually bury this thing all that deep. Maybe a couple
No.
feet.
Yeah.
So,
enough.
That
like you
checks
didn't.
out. We would have given up before.
Yeah.
This is hard.
It's
I
temporary.
honestly can't imagine the Bravos being like, nope, it's got to be 10 feet down. No, you probably got about 3 feet down, and we're like, good enough.
And when we put the shovel on top of it when we're done, that buries it even better.
So, you're about halfway. You probably got about another 1.5 feet to dig.
Okay. I will move to in front of Lauren. Lauren, is this all right? You're not gonna
Oh, that's fine.
do too much. I forgot. Did I? I draw my sword. Yes, that's what it is.
They're gonna move before me, so.
All right. So you moved there and draw your sword.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ilana.
Ooh, metagaming tells me to pull the thing out of the ground and we can stop them quickly. Is everybody else all right if I keep digging while you tack?
I mean, if it comes out, they're still gonna exist. It doesn't shut off. So we might as well destroy them now and then
All right.
dig it later.
5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna move up here. And is that within range of at least a couple of them? I might as well make the first attack and produce some flames.
All right. Is this against this guy?
Yeah,
This guy.
All right. So an attack roll of 20 is
1. Didn't we have bard bonus?
Yes.
Yep.
You did. All right. So that is going to be a hit, and you are going to do 12 points of fire damage. The flames lick and burn the undead, but it does not slow down, and that is the end of Ilana's turn. Next up, skeletons rattle and clatter and move on up. I'm going to go ahead and move both of them. That's one action for each one of them. These skeletons do not have the traditional weapons, but to keep life simple, I'm just going to keep the same statistics. One of them is swinging a like a harvest scythe, and is dressed like he's a farmer.
No.
That's what's hanging on his rotten bones, and I'm
we
gonna just go ahead.
did this. We did
I'm gonna
this.
swing at Ilana. Here it comes. Assuming I rolled. Did that happen? Nope.
No, I
I
don't.
believe it. There you go.
There it is.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. No, that doesn't do anything.
A 13 is terribly pathetic. It actually double rolled for me. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and spend a villain point though. Let's go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Here it
Okay.
Armor class 20 against Ilana. I don't think that's gonna hit either.
That doesn't hit.
No, I think that's just shy. All right. That is its second action. For its third, it will go ahead and swing it again. And I got a 20 again, so that's going to miss as well. The other one goes up to Roark and is going to swing going to attempt to stab you with a pitchfork. I'm going to go ahead and roll the claw for that. Armor class 25.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
your
take
thing?
6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Your shield was raised, right? It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't
I
matter
don't think.
either way.
Yeah.
25 is my armor class.
Darn it.
Did we lose Bulmahn?
Yeah,
Oh, just-
yeah, he's frozen.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's frozen right now.
Nice
he's
start.
gonna- all right, so for
Wasn't
everyone,
mentioned that was going to happen. But now it's when we
there we
grapple
go.
the
He's back.
experience.
He's
He's back.
Hey, there
Yeah,
we
we
are.
almost won.
I got a little hiccup there. All right. So let's see. That we'll take the second one there. Let's see. That's a 22, which I think is going to be a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
That was odd. Okay.
I guess it really was a Medusa.
Apparently. So that is going to be the end of its turn. Next up, Lorne.
Oh, I want to do it so bad. I
Do
have
it.
to.
Just do it. Do the thing. I don't know what it is. Just do it.
The magical forces compel me to catch the magics of all magic. Fireball! Oh! And that's a terrible roll. That is horrible.
Magic missile probably would have done better. Just saying.
Probably it would. I don't deny. I rolled 3 1s, a 2, a 5, and a 4 for a fireball spell. Basically, I'm hitting it in the middle to where it hits like all the zombies.
Yeah. No, it's easy to do.
I can't hear a point of a damage roll like this, chat. Like,
No,
it's not
you
a D20
cannot.
hit. So
No, I'm afraid not.
the damage stays.
Let me go ahead and roll in a series of rapid fire reflex saves here. Skeleton 1, Skeleton 2. I've got a crit fail on that one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Careful for one made it. Just
The
like
first
one
one's
made
going
it.
to take 28. Fortunately, he is resistant to fire, so he's only going to take 23. The second one's going to make it. He's going to take 7. And then let me get down to the other two shamblers here. The first one is going to fail, and the second one is going to fail as well. So they're both going to take 14. Yep.
Or 15, rather. So you can just divide on
yes.
that.
All right. The blast of flame washes over them, and they are all pretty badly damaged by that, but they are still all up and standing. Lauren, you still have 1 action left.
And I am going to cast shield. Then my
All right.
turn's over.
Next up are the zombies. These first 2 are going to come up, and they're both going to spend 1 action to move up, and then they are both going to spend their second and final action to attack. The first one's going to swing at Roark. Here it comes. It's a fist.
Oh, no.
And I rolled terribly. That
This is
is,
easy peasy after the wraiths.
and
you
here
happy
comes
with
the
that?
riposte. Yeah.
All right, here comes the stab. 33.
A 33 is a critical hit twice over. That is going to do 20 points of damage
Funny.
plus the D8.
Oh, wait, I keep forgetting about this.
Can you-
D8, this rapier, too.
You should be able to double crit in this
Hey.
game.
No,
No,
you don't want that.
no, no,
Double,
no, you do not. Yeah.
double.
All
If
right,
we can double crit, that means they
Um,
can as well.
your rapier slashes out and does it does piercing damage, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Piercing.
It goes darting out and just pops a hole in this thing, and it just starts leaking foul viscera, but it is still standing. And that is the end of its turn. The other one is going to attack Ilana. Here comes a fist. And a 13. Wow. I rolled
It
really
swung
poorly
right
on
over the
both
top
of
of
those.
my head.
Yeah, both of those rolled very poorly. So that is going to be the end of their turn. We are back to the top of the order. Shensen, the dead keep coming. What do you got?
The dead like loud noises, right? They're grateful
no
for
idea,
loud
maybe.
music, right? So I should be able to catch them all in a 10-foot burst that starts right here, correct? Bonk.
Starts right where?
Right here behind him.
You would hit if you centered it right here on this intersection. You would
Yep.
hit these 2, but not the 2 zombies. There's no way to hit all 4 of them without also hitting Roark and Ilana.
Well, I will hit the top 3 by setting it right. I don't know if I can do that. I don't like it when they form lines. That's unfair.
Yeah, you can only get 2 without hitting one of your party members.
I'll just walk up, old Frankie.
Hold the line. Hold the line.
Make a loud noise and have a Grateful Dead joke with noisy music and all that. But instead, I'll just
They are, in fact, the ungrateful dead. It's fine.
I'm very
Yeah, they're
disappointed we
ungrateful.
haven't been able to make a Smashing Pumpkins joke.
Well, then there. 31.
31 is a critical hit. Is this the one right in front of you?
Yeah, that fella right there, yeah.
That is a critical hit with slashing damage. You walk up and just bisect this thing. You just cut it right in half.
Yeah,
and it
that's more like
collapses into the
Next one up.
pumpkin patch. Yes. Very good.
Next one up, I hit again with a 22.
22 is also going to be a hit. That is not a critical hit.
But it does +2 damage from forceful, so that's 14 points.
Well, let's see, but it is slashing, so that's going to do a little less. Yeah, your scimitar slams into its old crumbling bones and has a lesser effect, but it is still damaged. And that is the end of Shensen's turn. Next up, Roark, the undead, are raining down upon you.
Okay. I did a lot of damage to this one, so I'm going to tumble through the zombie. Or attempt to tumble through the zombie. 27.
That is a critical success.
All right, that'll get me panache, and it'll be flat-footed to this attack. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use the confident finisher, because I believe we can do precision damage to them. Let's find out.
Be careful, Keeley. I think you keep going away from your microphone, so it's hard to hear you
sorry.
sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a 24 to hit. It's flat-footed.
A 24 is a critical hit. That is going to do 14 plus a whole bunch plus a whole bunch plus a whole bunch.
Yes, 18, 36 total.
36 plus the deadly is going to be...
Oh, and the deadly. Yeah. I keep forgetting about the deadly. I'm going to program that in there. 6 more.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to go ahead and remove him from the map. All right. Both the zombies have been crushed and destroyed. Roark, I believe you still have one action left.
I do. I'm going to move again to go right there so I can get a little flanking with Ilana if she wants it.
Very good. Ilana, it is your turn.
I am going to grip my staff tightly and cast Shillelagh since it worked so well the last time.
Indeed.
All right. And what does flanking do with my also now magical staff?
You don't have to worry about it at all. They take a penalty to their AC.
All right. I am going to swing, and we also still have bard bonus?
Yes.
All right. So I am going to swing my staff at this one right here between the two of us.
Great.
So 27, 28, 29 to hit.
A 29 is a solid hit, and you're actually going to do
48.
48,
Plus bard for 19 points of damage.
Yeah, you smash that skeleton right into the ground. Yeah, you swing that staff at him, and he just crumples.
Why have I been sleeping on this spell since the beginning?
Well, it's really good against undead. It's not quite as good against other things. But in this case, next up is the last remaining skeleton, and it is going to go ahead and take a swipe at Ilana.
Ooh.
Armor class of 29
That
is going to
hits.
hit for 8 points of damage. And it's going to follow that up with a claw, which is a 27. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. That should have been a 22.
That still hits.
So yeah, that is for 7 points of damage. And then it'll follow up with a third claw strike. That's going to miss. That is the end of the skeleton's turn. Next up,
Kinetic projectile.
Lorne. What was that? Oh, all right.
Kinetic projectile. 25 to hit, 19 damage. Go.
All right, Lorne picks up a rock from the forest floor and throws it at the skeleton. It slams into the skeleton, shattering it to the ground. And Lorne, you still have one action left.
Oh.
Use that action to declare victory.
Oh.
The pumpkin.
I cast.
We're not done here.
Crap.
What are you doing?
Perception check.
Okay. Yeah. So
27.
you stop and you're like, everything is quiet and still after the rattling of bones and the collapsing of corpses. And as you're sitting there, you notice the pumpkins nearby kind of bounce and hop. Boom. Boom. Boom.
I should have gotten the core.
And up ahead, wandering in the mist, is a large, hulking form. And as it draws near and the mist parts, you can see that it is a massive, towering corpse. A gigantic zombie. It looks like somewhere nearby, sometime in the past, a giant must have been buried, and the foul magic here must have brought in it to foul life, and it is coming stomping up out of the darkness.
Jason, we only have 20 minutes.
I know.
That's more than enough time to do a TPK.
What comes through that forest, bravos? We must stand our ground.
We should get the core.
All right.
No, wait to kill this first. We can't leave with the core. That thing's heavy as hell.
I know, but if we pull it out of the ground, hopefully it will stop raising things.
That's not how that works. That's not how magic
I'm a
works.
druid.
I'm a wizard. I'm telling you how magic works.
Well, the upside is I boned my initiative, so Shensen, you get to go first.
I laser it. Pew! By shooting it with a divine lance.
All right.
So, spell attack roll. Oh, it did work. Yay, 25.
All right. So you throw a lance of holy light at this thing. It slams into it. It does good damage, right?
Good damage, yes.
All right. So it is going to take that 11 points of good damage. And if it hurt it significantly, it doesn't appear to notice. It just kind of goes.
But did it do anyway? Yeah. So it did look like it did damage to it.
Part of its flesh seared, but that's about it.
And then since it's tall, gosh, shield.
All right. Roark, Thunderbird.
All right, I'll have to grab my buckler off my back because I probably didn't have it strapped to my hand while I was doing all that digging.
Nope.
Second action to wield it. Third action to raise it.
All right.
And my face is all squinched up. Oh, here it comes.
Ilana.
Okay, I'm going to pull a Lorn and cock my staff and aim and fire a level 3 heightened 2-action heal at it. And then we're going to do some math really fast because
that
minusing the 24,
left.
just 3d8.
Yeah, so it should be 24 less.
Yeah. 5,
so that's
6,
that's
7,
only
8, 9, 10.
10, and it
Heck.
needs to make a fortitude save.
And it does need to make a fortitude save.
Here it comes.
Oh.
It is going to make it, so it's only going to take 5, but it is also weak to positive energy, so it's going to take more. You throw the healing magic at it, and it kind of goes as a bunch of its flesh kind of scorches and burns, but it is still standing.
Sorry.
Ilana, you still have 1 action left.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna take a few steps back if Roll20 will let me.
All right. Lorn.
Bye. All right. I'm going to cast Telekinetic Projectile. Try to do slashing damage. Kaboom! Why? I'm going to reroll that one. That one's not big.
Grisfell looks up at that thing and he's like, look at the size of it.
Okay. I thought you were going to insult me. I had a defensive reaction. I apologize. But
He's
yeah,
like,
that thing's pretty. Look. Have you... Don't you start.
Just because I'm dead is no excuse for being rude.
Shut up, Grisfell. I got a natural 20 with 18 damage. I'm doing slashing on this one.
So you pick up, you lift up a large, thick, gnarled piece of pumpkin vine, which is covered in thorns, and go throwing it at it to slash across this thing. That is going to hit right on target. It is going to do 36 points of damage, and it is slashing, so it's going to do even more. Yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. That like slices off one of its arms that just falls to the ground, and it just kind of looks down at it and reaches down and picks up the arm to use as a club.
Oh,
fantastic.
And
Lauren, you still have one action left.
I don't want to move because I want everyone to stay in the light. So I cast shield.
All right. So you cast shield. All right. It goes. So the first thing it's going to do is you notice that it's got its arm in its hand. It's gonna go ahead and throw that arm at you, Lauren.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Here it comes.
Ah. God. No.
Hunk of meat attack.
How much does a
got meat hunk.
shield actually? I need to know that. I don't think
You
it
can
increases
reduce
AC.
the damage by, I think, 5.
Yeah, it doesn't help with the AC department, or because that would match the AC. But yeah, there's I think for third level I can. It says a cantrip, it's up to third now, so I get the
It's
hardest
up
is
to
now
third,
10.
so yeah, you can reduce 10 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna reduce 10 damage. Just
So it throws its severed arm at you for 22 points of damage, reduced to 12, and your shield pops, and you cannot use it again in this fight. And then with its second action, it is going to draw its weapon, which looks like half a villager.
Wait, the top half or the bottom half or the inside half?
We'll go with the right half.
Okay.
And that is the end of its turn, Shensen.
Whoa. It's time for mirror image.
Okay.
And since my bard music just ran out, I'm going to recast it so we get it for another round.
All right. So you cast Mirror Image and bring back up Inspire Courage. Roark, Thunderbird, what are you doing?
Oh boy, I'm going to have to step right up to it. And hope it doesn't try to smack me with any kind of reaction.
It does not. No, it doesn't have any
right.
reactions. No.
I will. You know what? I'm gonna try. Oh no! If I do that, I'll have to roll twice. I'm just gonna hit it with a rapier at this point. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
That is a critical failure.
I'm gonna spend that last point I got, because it's close. And
All
then
right.
Try again. 29.
A 29 is a hit. It's not a critical hit, but it is a hit. That is going to be 9 points of damage.
9 piercing, and then I raise up my buckler.
All right, and you get that buckler up. Good call. Next up is Ilana.
Ooh, I don't want to get close to it, but I also realized by backing up, I can't hit it with any of my spells. Oh, jeebers! Why are you doing this?
I like his pretty green loincloth. That's very stylish.
That's very bright and stylish. Hey, Peyton, why don't you get another giant zombie and they can have a giant zombie battle?
I could make Gritzfeld fight it. That's a good idea.
He looks at you and he's like, "Don't you dare!"
Come on, Gritzfeld, let's go.
All right. No, 1 second. I did do that correctly. My hydraulic push reaches 60 feet.
Hey,
All right.
There we go.
Looks like I could use a little bit of a bath.
Just a little bit.
So
26
that
to hit.
hydraulic push is going to hit, so it's going to take 13 points of damage as the blast of water slams into it and cleans off some of the filth and gore, and that's going to what? Does that push it back 5 feet?
If it's a critical success. And knocks it back. We will double check. Critical success. Oh, nope. It'll knock it back 5 feet, and a critical will knock it back 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to push it back here.
And then bard bonus. 14.
All right. I'll take an extra point of damage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that was Ilana. You still have one action?
Oh, I will get a little bit closer. So the other. Why did I step back if I was just going to step forward again so I could reach it with my other spells?
Just stay back. And chill out. Do a one action heal.
Lorne. Your turn. What do you got for me?
28.
A
Slashing
28
damage.
is another solid hit. That is going to do 11 plus some bonus damage. This thing looks really beat up. Like it has taken a lot of hits. But you only have one action remaining, and you cannot cast shield.
I'm going to move up just to make it easier for Roark and everybody else to see it.
Oh, sure.
And I got to adjust it.
All right.
Tony likes to cut off my window for some reason. And
No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
To be fair, it's actually 5 foot off the map right now. So,
Sorry.
yeah, no, it's like it
But
has
push
this
off the
weird
map.
thing
Does
with the
it stay
window
off?
where it'll just like collapse for some reason and then go back. It's weird.
Yeah.
Is it like a battle game where if I push it all the way off the map, it's dead?
no.
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right,
good.
So it is now going to go, and it is going to swing this half a villager at Roark. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Armor class 27
Yep, that'll do it.
for 24 points of damage.
Oofda. Ouch.
And for its second action, it is going to swing that chunk of villager at you again.
That is a miss.
I'm going to wager an armor class of 22 is a
Yeah,
miss.
yep.
Yeah.
That's miss.
All right. That is the end of its turn. This thing is looking really badly beat up, but Shensen, it is now your turn.
I'm going to re-up my bard bonus,
Okay.
and I'm going to run up next to it,
Okay.
and I'm going to finish it off with a slashy slash.
This better be a really impressive slashy slash.
It's a 24.
24 is not bad. That
Okay,
is
9
going to be a hit. It's not a crit, but it is a hit. And that is going to do a total of 19 because you get some bonus damage on there. You slice into this thing. It is looking very, very badly hurt. It is falling apart. Its old, ancient, rotted flesh is just collapsing and crumbling all around it, but it is still standing.
Finish it, Roark.
Roark.
Finish it.
Stab it in the meat hunk.
I'll get it right in the meats. Take this. You. There's a 22 hit.
A 22 does indeed hit.
Right.
You reach out and slash at it with your rapier, dealing 11 points of damage. It is on its last leg. It is still managing to stand, but it is very badly hurt.
I got it.
Hero point, hero point.
Earlier. I got it. Here it comes. The second attack. A 30.
Oh, yeah.
A 30, you slash out at it, dealing its final hit point, which is exactly where it was at. And
It was
with a crash, the Titanic zombie collapses into the pumpkin field. And it looked like it had a pumpkin on its head. You couldn't really tell from way down here, but once it fell to the ground, you could tell it kind of had a jack-o'-lantern on top of its head. And it collapses into the pumpkin field with a wet, sickening crush.
Oh.
All right. Give me that shovel. I'm all jazzed up.
For
This
the
is a big
moment,
tank.
everything has grown quiet.
Come on, just get that thing out. Get that thing out.
I should be done in no time.
Wait. 1 second. I'm gonna. Dog, quick, help dig.
Alana turns into a dog. Roark,
Everybody was talking at the beginning. I never got to do that.
I stand here. I stand up as a wizard and point at the ground and go, "You keep digging. Yeah, you got this."
I sing digger songs. Dig, dig, dig.
So-
dig it deep, 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 dig, dig.
You begin digging, and the further down you dig, the more you can hear strange forms kind of rustling out in the dark. They are clearly coming for you. They're not moving very quickly.
Oh, that was terrible to dig faster.
But they are definitely coming. There are more dead on their way. And as you dig deeper and deeper down, you can see them shambling up out of the fog and the darkness, and then your shovel hits something. You get that tink where you finally hit something that isn't earth. You quickly unveil it to unleash its sickly green glow onto the world. It's been so long since you've seen it. This faintly pulsing green crystal in its ancient, well, not really that ancient, but old. Grisfell was the one who made it, container. And as you are looking at it, you can tell that the container itself has kind of rotted away, like the magic of this crystal has clearly rotted the metal and structure of the container. But there it is. The crystal is there. The cage is kind of ruined. And Grisfell goes, "Oh, yeah, I was worried that the necromantic energy might spoil the cage over time. I guess I always kind of assumed." And he's saying this as the dead are walking toward you. What do you guys do?
I'm like shooting at zombies.
We have 2 minutes.
I'm like covering them.
I'm shooting them with divine lenses.
Pull it out of the ground, I suppose.
Well, Ilana, you're a dog, so you can't really do that. But Roark, you're standing there. What do you do?
Yep, I'll grab the cage.
Oh,
So-
there was not like a handle I could grab it with my mouth?
No.
Oh.
No, the cage itself
let
is kind
Roark
of
carry it.
ruined. Yeah. So, Roark, you reach down and pick up the Elon core, and the moment you lift it up out of the ground and it is no longer touching the soil, all of the dead just fall over.
Oh, you just got us so many experience
I'm still
points.
correct. I'm still
They
correct.
all-
It took us a while to dig this, and all that time of digging was around the time of things, and we would have to fight that at the same time. So I'm still right.
The undead collapse down into the dust, and the fog begins to lift. All is quiet. And that is where we are going to conclude this session of the Band of Bravos. I want to thank you all for watching. This game has been a lot of fun. I also kind of want to let you know that we are reaching the conclusion of this particular chapter of this story, and with it, the stream itself. So I think we've got 2 more sessions probably left in this story. I hope you have all been enjoying it. But we're going to kind of wrap up this story, and we'll see what the new year brings. But I just wanted to give everyone a heads up about that before we got to it. Before we're done here today, I figured we'd, as usual, toss it around the horn and let everybody tell you where you can find them and hear more about what they're working on and what they are doing. James.
Hey, this is James Jacobs. I'm the creative director for Pathfinder and played Shensen. You can find me over on the Paizo.com forums. I'm answering any questions you might have about whatever.
Very good.
Hey,
I would just like to state that I was correct.
Bull. We had to fight zombies at the same time.
It would have been fine. We could have gotten it out of the ground. Wouldn't have to fight the giant.
Have you dug through earth before when people are trying to attack you? It's really hard.
You all arguing about how to dig through dirt?
Yes, I'm talking about the efficiency of fighting zombie hordes and looking cool and digging at the same time. I am still correct.
There were 4 of us. I could have dug it
None
up.
of us know. That's not how magic works.
I'm not digging.
I'm a wizard.
Hey guys, I'm Maryssa Marie. I am Paizo's web content manager. You can find me on the forums or all of the social media at Maryssa Marie, MarySsamari. I was right.
Hi, folks. I'm Jason Keeley, Starfinder developer. You can find me on Twitter at Herzwesten, HerzWesten, and I am staying neutral in this particular fight.
You're not going to join in on the band of bragging?
I'm not going to join in on the band of bantering, no.
I think I need to answer the... Oh, go ahead.
I'm Peyton Smith. I am the social media producer here at Paizo. I've been playing Lon Bond, who still thinks he's correct, but don't worry, we're just messing around and everything. But thank everybody for joining us. Thank you all the players for being super duper awesome, and thank you, Mr. Bowman, for an amazing session today.
Yeah, thank you very much for playing, everybody. Thank you all for watching. I am Jason Bulmahn. I'm the director of game design here at Paizo. You can find me on all the various social media platforms, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at /Jason Bulmahn. That's JASON BULMAHN. I stream on my own channel sometimes. Sometimes Pathfinder. We're wrapping up this season of Maul, the Monster Arena Ultimate League. We got 2 more sessions of that left as well. Those are on Saturdays at 4. So that's what I've got going on. Folks, I hope you have been enjoying these streams. We certainly have been enjoying making them. And we encourage you to tune in next Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time for another exciting adventure. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next time.
So long. Farewell, everybody. Please be safe.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Glass Cannon's rating us.
Well, hi, everybody. Bye.
No. We're rating them.
Oh, we're rating
them. Yeah,
we're rating them.
Yeah, go watch Glass Cannon, everybody. They're doing Starfinder right now, so we're going to see you all over. Love you all. Take care.
Yep. Cool. Bye.